pretty normal.
Oh, you're playing a normal comp? That's not allowed.
I am. It's actually insane. Figured it out. It's great.
So I say comp like this is TFT.
Figured it out. It's great. Hey, we've been in the trenches of TFT. You know,
I got first today.
It never leaves you.
That's just like, what is TFT? I don't understand.
I got a first this morning, and all I've wanted to do all day is play TFT.
Game called Teamfight Tactics that Riot provides. It's basically auto battle of chess.
Fun. There's lots of cute characters.
A lot
Does
of
auto chess battle
random
help at all?
I do apologize, Darcy. I'll get
It's a
better
bit
at
like a
explaining it.
card game in a sense, but when you click on the card, it comes to life on the board, and it's like a
That
figure.
makes it sound way cooler than it is. That makes it sound way.
Actually, what it is.
I mean, technically, yeah, it is actually true. Sorry, Darcy. This is just we just gone round in a circle. We'll
No,
explain it at some point properly.
I love you guys, but I don't really care. Just use your.
I like that we start a D&D session by talking about a different game completely.
Yes.
Yo,
Glorious.
hobbies. Get some hobbies.
Now. Anyway, but what we will do is we will start the session.
Brilliant.
So as I mentioned, this is going to be a one-shot since we are a person down. I'm quite excited about this. I've been looking forward to this one for a little while. It's going to take place in the same world as the Kindlers saga. As the Kindlers are currently milling about in a forest, we're actually going to step back a bit. We're going to step back a few years. In fact, we're going to step back about 12,000 years into the past. This is a very different world in many, many ways. However, one thing never changes is that power is sought after by many, pretty much everybody. Now, some seek power in terms of political power, some train for physical power, but some, very rare few, like a few in a million, get born with power, magic ability, or even the ability to wield it at all. And those who find themselves with this power get certain benefits in life. You are the cream of the crop. You lords bow to you. Kings seek your opinion. And royalty is at your beck and call, essentially. It's so rare, in fact, that when those are found, they are quickly taken up to the arms of the only magical, I think university or college is the best way to put it. As the only centre of study of magic on the entire continent. Now, this college might have 20 or 30 pupils at a time, and there may be fewer than 100 people alive at a time, any magic at all. And we're about to meet a few of them. We're going to meet 3 of them to start with. I'm going to set the scene a bit where we are. We will find the 3 of you sitting in a large tent, essentially like a very large gazebo. Large covered sides that you cannot see, draped with heavy canvas like rugs on all sides of you. It's very intricate, as you've all been accustomed to a very certain quality, thanks to the riches that people try to bestow upon you in order to curry your favour as those. The ground, however, is not covered, and it is quite horribly covered in sand. Sand, it's coarse, it's itchy, and it gets absolutely everywhere. But you have been asked to wait for now in this tent. In the centre, or around the edges, there's all kinds of soft furnishings, like beanbags, travel beanbags, essentially, that your full army of porters bring wherever you. Because right now, you are out away from the university on an expedition. Exceedingly rare even for those at the university. You have joined a party of 4 others, and you've been asked to help a teacher go and explore and investigate some ruins of interest within the world. However, at the moment, the other 4 are out, so I will say we will just drift to the 3 of you as you briefly introduce yourself and the kind of person you are, and most importantly, what powers you have. Because although you do have power, this is power that is different to those we have in the modern day of D&D. Because although you are some of the most powerful magical beings there are currently, you are essentially level 1 characters. Your powers are limited to cantrips, and if you really focus all of your magical energy, you might even be able to reach into a level 1 spell. But even that would leave you drained and exhausted. I think we are going to start with go for. Would anyone like to go first to volunteer, or should I choose?
It's fine.
Okay, Ashes, our lovely sorcerer.
Yeah, so let me just introduce you guys to Ashes. So he is a tiefling. So he has bright ruby red skin. He's wearing quite nice clothing. So he's got like good trousers and like really nice boots. But when he gets to his torso, it's more like a waistcoat. And he's got like no sleeves on, because when you look at his arms, you see like black scales going up his arms. And like the parts of them are broken up into like red bits apart as well. He's got like this red scarf on with a black staff that has like a little flame coming off it constantly, like a purpley kind of pinkish flame. He's got like kind of medium length, like curly, messy hair, like very Timothy Chalamet, that guy. And then he's got like 2 long black horns going like down at the back of his head. And he's got bright yellow eyes, with that look like kind of like tiny like fireballs in a way. They have like a red outer crust, but most of it's just like kind of a sparkling yellow. And if you like stare at them for too long, you feel like it's moving. And at the moment, he'll be kind of chilling on his. You said beanbag, right? Yeah, beanbag. Yeah. So he'll be chilling on his little beanbag, lighting up a cigarette using literally his fingers to light it up the end. Where normally he smells quite ashy and like just like a gone out fire with a little bit of brimstone in there. This adds like a floral scent to his normal like quite darkened aroma that he has. Incredibly handsome. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but he is incredibly handsome.
Everybody here is incredibly handsome.
Does he have a surname that we know of?
No, he is only called by his virtue name, which is Ashes. People that are close to him call him Ash. There is no one close to him, no one calls him Ash.
I like that a lot. Well, from one Timothy Chalamet looking motherfucker to another Timothy Chalamet motherfucker, Octave.
Yes, but make it the opposite, because Octave is like has blonde curls, some like brown golden eyes, quite pale. They are like 6 foot, quite slender. They love having like golden touch on them, like they have a golden bracelet on their arm, and their outfit is a lot of beige and green with like embroideries. They have like a cloak on their back. A lot of the students and teachers know that it is a cloak of protection. It's quite a rare item, but they always have it on them. They have like a little messenger bag made out of leather. Their staff is made out of like dark oak with like some decorative feathers on it. Yeah, that's about it. And they're probably like giving a mean glance to Ashes because they don't like the smell of cigarettes inside.
Just eye roll.
Like a bit of tension between characters before the session has even started. But now we've got the 2 pretty boys out the way. Let's go over to our dark and mysterious other wizard, Morgana. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Morgana Silverbane. I'm a lunar sorcerer. Drow. And 20. And basically, I'm here because my family needed money to keep their farm going. And that's why I'm kind of going around adventuring.
Yeah, absolutely. Money would have been abundant In fact, the university would have showered your parents in money to be able to gain your tutelage. There possibly would have been a bit of an edge to their offer in the fact that please do take the money, because if you don't, we are taking your daughter. That is the nature of magic time. So are you all kind of lolling about? You're not really talking to each other? Is that be true, or?
No, I'm writing in a notebook.
Okay.
Because I'm a wizard, I need to study.
Wizards who need
Forgot
to
to
study.
say.
Lame. I will probably have so my lit floral like cigarette, and I'll be reading a book about how to tame your dragon. And yeah, so he'd be reading that. Not he's very used to being alone, so he probably wouldn't interact first. But yeah, so that's pretty much what he'll be doing. He'll be there, kind of trying to be at least somewhat in the sun and reading this book.
Yeah, perhaps you've lifted up one of the rugs that are hanging over the side, providing shade, just to let you some of the extra sun in, and unfortunately extra heat as well. Once again, I put you in a desert because apparently that's the only thing I do with you guys.
Yeah, I'm resistant to fire damage this time, so it's fine by me.
Good to know. But your quiet reflection time is cut short when an older gentleman strides in. Now, this gentleman himself is dressed in just the utmost finery. It looks entirely impractical for the desert because he's wearing heavy cloaks of, dark blues, very thick material, and you can see he is sweating very, very much. However, his desire for respect and power has stopped him removing any of the heavy attire. You will know this as your teacher, who is called Cornum, and even among the other mages, he is known to be particularly powerful. His knowledge of telekinesis is so great that it is said that he can lift a quill and move it with such precision he can write a letter that is almost legible on the other side of the room.
Wait, I feel okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's so impressive for this day and age. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes, yeah. I just reread what I can do, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Yeah, that's great.
He is. He's getting older now. Hence, he's retired back to teaching. It said that in his prime, he could almost, but not quite, manifest a fireball. Legends were told about that. Anyway, enough world setting for that. But he strides in. He's got his very long black beard, with, heavy tints of silver within it. Big ornate moustache that joins up with his sideburns, joins, raven black hair swept back. And he eyes you all, takes a strong posture and goes, well, if the three of you have quite finished laying about in here, we need to go over what we're doing here again, or have you all taken notes this time?
We were meant to take notes.
Said the sorcerer so accurately. Must be nice not having to work for anything. Anyway.
I mean, yeah. It's great. You should... Oh, wait, sorry. My bad.
Well, the other three are already out and waiting, so they can sweat out there for a little bit longer. And he will go and pour himself a large glass of cool water from a jug off to the side. So, well, you are here to assist me, and only assist me, in investigating some old ruins which have been found down below this desert. Honestly, it's awful we've had to come all this way from mountains, but hey-ho, I will not be outdone. Last time I refused to go on a mission, another one of the teachers found 2 stones, which you could hold one and give another to somebody else, and talk to each other. He's called them Stones of Sending. Well, he's been utterly insufferable ever since, so I will not be outdone this time. Do you hear? So we are going to come away from this with something, or we won't come away from it at all. Okay? Wonderful.
Sure thing.
Well, as with any of these ruins, do be careful. Don't trust anything you see, smell, hear, touch. anything. And oh yes, I really should let you know that you are, as always, in a bit of competition with each other, and especially the other three, because 3 of you will be moving up to the next year of your tutelage early. And I do not need to tell you how much of a privilege that would be. And I am, of course, being asked to nominate a few people for this. So I would let yourselves be outdone. If you can help it, of course. Anyway, if you'll stop lazing around, shall we go? Any other questions before we head out? Octave, of course, so many.
We do not have a choice in our partners.
I mean, you have partners.
You said there was
Sorry?
2 teams, or are we all against each other?
Oh, you're all against each other, as is always. I will say that the other 3 are close friends, so if you wish to go alone against them, good luck.
Hmm.
But as always, a certain blind eye shall be turned to any slight interference you may run on each other.
Okay.
Nothing gets given in this world. Unless you're a sorcerer, of course. Anyway, come along. And he will turn and sweep out of the carpeted door.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I guess I'll also get up. As I'm stepping away, I do leave like very small like droplets of ash behind me on every one of my steps that they get blown away by the wind as well.
Okay. And Morgana?
Sorry, I had to stop the cat and the dog fighting, so I muted, so I didn't hear this last little bit. So sorry.
Okay, you are here to help in an investigation, and there may be foul play from the other people you're with, basically.
Right. Okay.
I know what those 2 are like, so don't worry. But you are being ushered out of the tent, and as you step out, you find yourself in the middle of an extremely large desert, with the 2 suns beaming down intensely into your eyes. Just to stop any previous or like thoughts coming to your mind, this is not the future site of Radus. Just in case that was on anybody's head.
Right,
We are
okay.
going underground in the desert. It's just not that underground in that desert.
Okay.
There is in front of you a large hole in the ground, heavy with rock. And as you peer down, you actually see, you can barely see the bottom, but you can hear possibly a little trickle of running water from below. And there are 3 other people standing around the crater, all staring in, along with the teacher. Now, these 3 are known to you, and you don't particularly like them, and they don't particularly like you. They are your classmates and competition. This competition is in all things, essentially. It is future jobs, partners, loyalty, and titles, and pomp and circumstance in general. The first one is a very tall, slender woman who, with a shock of long white hair. You know that her name is Tormund, and she is an expert in lightning. A few of you may have been shocked before as well. Totally by accident, of course, but if you will stand too close near her, accidents will happen. Then there are actually two twin brothers with her. They're very, very heavy set, not your classical kind of mage at all. Very heavy set in the jaw, and deep set eyes, always frowning and glaring at people. These are the brothers Snellius and Essentia, masters of cold and fire damage alike. And they turn and they see you and they roll their eyes. It's been like, well, but the woman, Tormund, say, it's like, well, it is about time that you got out of there. We have been waiting for so long. Master Cornham is so desperate to get going, don't you know?
A frog. I'll go and look at the hole.
Yeah, you look down the hole. You've got a kind of, it's got a bit of a rounded edge, and it's a very craggy rocks. And you can see down, and you can see already there are some ropes hung over the edge, to which there's a few porters standing off to one side who have the other end of the rope tied round themselves, because you are going to be abseiling down. It's going to be very difficult to get out, but this appears to be the only way. Master Coleman is already standing there, tied himself onto his rope to be, well, come on, fortune favours the brave, and whoever's last might actually get hit by something, you never know. And he lowers himself over the edge and begins his slow descent. The porter is definitely straining to keep him up and slowly walk forward over the sand to lower the guy down into the hole. There's another 6 porters, 1 for each of you. And you can wander over and pick any of them. They're all very much the same. But do you have any questions or any trepidations beforehand?
No.
How high is the gap between us and the end of the hole?
You're probably looking at about 50 feet, maybe 60.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just go to the friendliest looking one. I'll but all right there, boyo. How are you? It looks like you'll be taking me down there today. I'm pretty light, so you shouldn't have to worry. It's not like that guy. I do feel sorry for the person that had to take the teacher down.
The porter immediately takes his cap off and gives you a deep bow as you're talking, as is the custom for all of this. Pomp and circumstance is the name of the game. But he allows you to, he helps you tie yourself on and begins to lower you down as well.
I'll give him that as I do it, as like just before I start to abseil, I'll like slip a gold coin into his like pocket or something. I'm just like, thank you, and I'll head on down.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I think I would just go up to one, like just look completely disinterested, like not even kind of give them a time of day. Just stand there.
I love it. This porter will kind of sense your standoffishness and do everything for you. They'll tie you onto the rope. They'll triple check the knot just in case, and then just over the edge and be like, when you're ready, miss.
I just kind of like raise my eyebrows and give a little nod.
But they will kind of immediately lower their eyes down to the floor as you do that. And over the edge you go as well.
Do they look dark down there?
Yes.
Okay. I think I just like open my jacket a little bit, and a little owl, really, really small, is going to go out. It's my little familiar, and I'm going to cast light on her, like that light is coming out of her for like an hour, and she will stay on my shoulder. Go to one of the guys, and if they start bowing or something like that, I'm just going to look extremely embarrassed. Please, don't do that. It's not necessary. It's really embarrassing. Let me do it. It's fine. And I'll try to take the rope out of the hand.
Okay, you can do. I'm going to ask you to roll a survival check, though, if you're doing the knot yourself.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Survival. Oh, I'm surprised by the reaction.
21.
21. Okay, I doubt you've had
survival.
much.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, damn.
I doubt you've done a huge amount of knot tying in your life, at least not in this type of circumstance. But you essentially do more than one knot. You do a few up, and so it's able to take your weight as you.
I'd say that Octave is often surprised as in front of certain skill he has, because they lost their memory for like a few years, and maybe that was just good at survival, but they just discovered that today.
Okay. Well, either way, you did it very well. The other 3 casters have already headed down after the teacher, and so the 3 of you are lowered down. It takes a couple of minutes. The porter's being very careful because any slip up from them means the death of a very powerful and influential person. So you're slowly lowered down, and as you head down, you start to get a warmer, greener smell, and you start to see a few vines creeping down the walls. By the time you get to the bottom, there's actually a decent little ecosystem going on down here. Plant life seems to be surviving quite well down here out of the direct heat of the sun, and it's cooled down a lot. And there's just a small meandering little trickle of, I'm not even going to call it a river, a stream passing through. And as you follow the stream downstream with your eyes, you come across what looks to be a hidden entrance, which the other four are already striding through, not waiting for you. You untie yourselves, and then you can have a second, or if you would like to head straight in.
I'd probably head straight there.
So very little waiting. Excellent. I assume you're going with them, Octave, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you enter a square chamber at the start, and the others are just looking around. It's very dark, damp stone down here. It's rocky and it's almost black stone. But you can also tell, as is pointed out by the teacher, if you look around here, these appear to be actual tool marks, that this has been built by somebody, rather than just a natural formation somebody got used to, or made some use of. So, that bodes well for us, because if people have built this, they must have some reason for it. And we do detect a little bit of magic down here, so prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We may be into the history books yet. Can you roll a... Oh, okay, so you're in this quite large chamber. I'm going to say it's maybe 40 by 40 feet. The others are poking around. They're looking... just into investigating the room in general. You guys have a bit of freedom to do anything.
Have you got something, Darcy?
No, go ahead first.
Cool. I guess I'll try and go away from the kiss asses and the teacher, and go to a different section of the square area. I'll use my cantrip of dancing lights to kind of whisker through the side of the wall to see if I can notice anything as it's going past. So I get 4 globs of it's like I get 4 bits of light, and they kind of do this quite pleasant looking square shape going around with a trail of light following it as it's going across the wall, as I'm just looking around to see if I can find anything obvious.
Okay. Yep, you're able to do that. I will say that even casting a cantrip, such as, because Dancing Light is a cantrip,
Yeah.
even casting that, it takes not an inconsiderable amount of effort from you. But you do, in fact, get 4 glorious balls of light weaving around your hand, and you just hear from the other side of the room, show off. Let's see him try and create any lightning. No, didn't think he could.
It's lightning stupid.
Anyway, let's get back. And so if you wish to investigate, please roll an investigation check. If you just want to stand and have a look around the room, roll a perception check for those who want to do that. But I would also ask Octave and Morgana if there's anything they are doing at this moment.
I think I was watching what he was doing the whole time. And yeah, just kind of admiring the magic, but I wouldn't have showed it on my face, but I'd have been like, oh, that's nice.
Would you say that Morgana is the kind of person who would sit back and let other people do the investigation for?
Yeah.
Excellent.
She watches others more than looks herself. It's almost because she thinks she's more intelligent than them by doing that. Getting them to do her work for her.
Excellent, I like that. And Octave?
Octave is probably whispering to his little owl, saying okay, let's maybe go focus there. Just thinking out loud. And go on the opposite way to investigate too. And he has the help of the little Juju having the light on her.
Okay. I also forgot to say, if you have the music that I put in chat, please activate it.
Oh yeah, I had it since the beginning.
Yeah, the same.
Oh, that must have been a really creepy desert. Sorry.
Very creepy.
So, roll. Who's rolled?
I rolled an 18 on investigation.
Yes.
13.
13 investigation. And Morgana, did you roll anything?
20.
30-20. On perception or investigation for you?
You had 1 or 3.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So you are taking a bit of interest in what Ashes is lighting up, rather than just looking at it. And between you all, you start stripping away some of the vines which have crept through this rock. And behind of which you see some strange carvings onto the wall. You see, firstly, there's a load of runes which you straight up just cannot read. These are, you will definitely get these are arcane runes quite easily, but you're not able to decipher them at all. There are, however, some also pictograms on there, and there's a few different ones. There's what looks to be a terrifying stone creature guarding a door. There appears to be 3 people sitting in a circle. And there also appears to be a large drinking vessel of some kind. And they're all in a line. And you see a few of these repeated throughout the other arcane symbols you see.
I think I'm starting to cast a ritual spell because it takes 10 minutes of comprehend languages to try to understand what's written.
Okay, wonderful. How do you cast that?
It's a ritual, so let's see what do we need. A pinch of soot and salt. So I'll take that out of my bag, start whispering some wizardy language, and just like put some salt like straight on the wall or something like that. Really, really focused. Like the world around me doesn't exist anymore. And I guess the magic of Octave looks green and black. So when there's some spark of magic, this color is like this vaporous things around the hand.
Okay, wonderful. So as you wave your hand over these runes, you start to not straight up decipher them, but you start to not understand, but you start to decipher some meaning from them. And you get the fact that this appears to be a number of trials that somebody needs to go through. There are warnings of challenges and things of death. However, it claims that the prize at the end is most wondrous and unique, and it will bring great power to those who seek it.
Okay. I will probably go speak to the others, but before, are they doing anything else?
I would have probably, when I saw you casting a ritual spell, I would have come over to share my findings because you're doing something I can't. So I would have probably come over at some point, realized you're casting a spell. I'm a nod about it for a good 5 minutes if I should say something during, and then you just wait until the spell is actually finished at the end. So kind of like no. Oh, come on, you can do this. No, I'm just gonna wait. So I've sparked up a one of my floral things, and I'm just gonna wait because I've noticed something, and I'm gonna wait and see if we can share our findings.
Okay.
I think kind of not Eritrea, sorry, Morgana at this point, because even though she's like very kind of confident and snooty, I think she's extremely nosy. So she is kind of just like following everyone around. So I think she would have like kind of followed into the back and just kind of been lurking as well. Like no one would have noticed her because she would just be like hanging back.
Okay.
Like not close to us, but spying on the others.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're spying on the others. Okay, interesting. We'll do the conversation between these two, and then we'll get to what you are spying upon.
I guess you can see Octave getting annoyed because they can feel the presence of Ashes just waiting next to him. So
Oh,
just
it's
going
more
to.
than that. I still have dancing lights up, so you can read your thing. So
Oh, okay.
it's not exactly a quiet thing. Like he makes an entrance, like so he walks over, and he goes to say something. It sounds like a sigh, but actually it's like just pure anxiety of trying to make a conversation. It's like I'm just gonna wait.
Oh, okay, okay. Octave probably don't understand that it's out of anxiety his
Oh
behavior.
no, like yeah, like I have the air of confidence, but inside I'm like I don't talk to anyone. How do I do this?
So I just turn a little bit annoyed, like, yes, Ashes.
Right. So here's the deal. Those three together are going to work together, right?
Yeah.
The twins and the bitch. I mean, the lightning girl. Yep.
Language.
Yeah, I know. I should speak more of my title. Yes. I don't like any of those three, even more so than any of you two. Three of us could make quite a terrifying team together. Three people go through. I know this all for all, but those three are going to work together. I found something. I think you found something too.
Yeah.
And Morgana's awesome. So I mean, she's cool, I guess. We should just, do this together. Show the teacher that being able to levitate things is not actually all that special.
Can I insight check him to know if he's going to betray us at the end? Oh wow, I have good insight.
You can roll. And then Ashes can kind of choose, depending on how good the roll is. I will.
Not good. It is a 9.
Only in
Well,
nines.
we're only adding small numbers at the moment because of the level 1 thing. I guess it'll be persuasion because I am being honest.
Yep.
That is a 19. I come across very charming. You do not notice that I'm having a full-blown panic attack trying to speak to someone that obviously does not like me. I style it out.
I think like almost a smile is on Octa's face, like they're just going to raise an eyebrow and be like, fair enough. I'll definitely accept this deal. Not like I have the choice. But yes, I'll take your help. You and Morgana seem powerful and I need that.
That's a really good thing because the thing I noticed is that we definitely need 3 of us to do these challenges, so we were going to have to work together anyway. I've noticed all these markings have 3 people in them each time, so we need to do this together.
What did you find?
And I'll explain about the one that's around like the drinking vessel, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll explain that one. It seems like we got a few like trials coming up. I don't know what they're for, but I know one of them has to do with something to do with us being around in a circle around some kind of drinking thing is one of them. So I'm guessing we just need to find where these challenges are.
Okay.
Yeah, the writing are confirming what you're saying, that it is about trials and there's big dangers ahead and it would involve death, apparently.
Oh, fun. So, does it say about anything at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel? Is there a reward for all these kind of things? Does it mention anything like that?
Okay.
So yeah, it's at the end. It mentioned that a great reward lies at the end.
Yeah, I'll mention that then.
So that's what we're here to find. That'll
Mm.
secure our place.
Yes.
Cool.
And Morgana, you're currently just kind of watching the others, and are you trying to listen into their conversations?
Yeah, I want to see. Could I roll a check to see how much I could hear?
Are you trying to be unnoticed?
Yes.
In which case, please roll a stealth check.
Stealth check. My stealth is 3, so that's 22.
That's really good. You get actually quite close to them. You get as close as you want to, and definitely enough to listen into their conversation. And you can hear it's definitely Tormund doing most of the talking. You just hear her muttering to the other two. So, I'm a fan of those other three butting in on our investigation. I don't want them to get either the prize or even a footnote in Master Cornham's memoirs about this. We need to upstage them, do better than them at all fronts. And if a little accident happens, who knows what would happen. Firstly, we need to show ourselves to be better than them. Because we are, of course. Why are we, my friend? There are 3 spots. The 3 of us can take all of them. No need to fear, of course. And the other two, the 2 twins, like look at each other and nodding along to this. They're entirely listening to this quite well-spoken leader. However, they're so taken in by their conversation that I'm going to bring in Morgana's dirty 20 that they got earlier. They're so busy scheming on themselves that they don't notice, basically right next to them among the vines is a lever that Morgana, you notice.
Oh! Yeah, I'm going straight over to the lever. 100%.
So you waltz over right next to them, and they turn to start. What do you want?
I just kind of want to, like, style this out. And I kind of, like, sway a bit and then just, like, put my hand on my face and kind of elbow falls onto the lever, just like, floop.
You lean on it, and it goes down with a large grinding sound, and they just freeze for a moment, just sneering at you in horror, as they had just said how much they needed to outdo you while standing next to something that looked important. And the grinding sound gets louder and louder, and then from the center of this large room, a pedestal starts to rise. In the center of this pedestal, there are 2 indents, supposedly where something can be placed. And Master Cornham strides over to it, starts looking at... There's more etchings all over this. He starts nodding along as if he's able to decipher them. But before he's able to say anything more, the grinding sound continues. And 2 large slabs of rock rise, revealing 2 doorways, each at about 45 degrees away from... Yeah, they're in the 2 corners of the room. And he turns to the 3 of you. He goes, well then, there are 2 directions to go. As teacher, of course, I must stay here to monitor all things. But 2 groups of 3, I would suggest. Why don't you pick a direction, and then come back here when you find something.
Found it. So I'm going left.
Miss Morgana, you've done very well finding this.
I know.
Good mark so far. You're
will
heading
go
left.
as well. Yes.
Oh, and you're
Yes.
taking these 2 along with you.
I guess I have to, yeah.
You do, yes. Very well. Head on down the left path then, and you 3 others just head down the right and just see if you find anything.
Yeah, others. Tormund, you suck!
I think Morgana wouldn't want to show it, but like she would just ever so slightly crack a smile because she thinks it's hilarious.
I think I'll just look at Torment like, not sorry, but just like, sorry about my partner's behavior.
Oh, you show a little bit of almost kindness or empathy, and you get a dead sneer back. She's that kind of person who will not accept anything from someone who thinks she's below her, and you are all so below. However, you start heading down the left path. Perfect. That's one I actually had written down. It's very, very dark where you're heading, but you have your dancing lights for however long those last, and you have your glowing owl, Juju. So you start heading down some steps. They're old and dewy, but they're also pretty pristine steps. You can tell this is not a path well travelled at all. They're very finely cut, despite how the entire atmosphere you're getting out away from this place is that it's extremely old. It feels almost brand new. You head down the steps until you enter a second large chamber, this time circular. And you're walking onto a floating platform, or a platform that's linked by a walkway to either end of this room, and you cannot see the bottom below. It looks like a bottomless pit below you. In the center of this circular platform is a table. And this table has 5 glasses set upon it. Each of them a different color. We have a green, a purple, a blue, a red, and a yellow. And at the far end of the opposite the way that you've come in is another door. It is closed. And as you step into this room, a large grounding sound is heard again. I can't speak, I'm so sorry. And a large slab of rock closes behind you as well, trapping you in this room. What's your first impressions, and what are you doing?
Anyone thirsty?
I think we're locked in. And
Oh,
I'll go
shit.
over and knock on the on the wall. I'm gonna knock on it.
Knock on the wall. It feels like you're knocking on a cliff. There's no sign of the pathway that you just walked in.
You did say death, didn't you? As I'll look over to. Please, based on the name. Octave. It's a really cool name like that. So you did say death, didn't you, sir? Didn't you, Octave?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And I guess I'll walk over to the table.
Yeah, pretend that I'm extremely busy. I'm with like my spell book, and I'm casting Unseen Servant just in case we need it in the next hour, just for them to decide to drink it before me.
In the center of this table is another book, or more like a stone tablet. And etched onto this stone tablet, it says, "If you wish to proceed, drink from green."
So that's all it says. Is if
All
you
it
wish
says.
to proceed, drink from green. Can I have a look at the green one? Can I make a check to see if it's actually drinkable?
You have a look at the green cup, and it appears to be a very, very small amount of liquid at the bottom. It's green liquid, and it appears to be not even half a mouthful.
Is there
Colours.
that much in each of the cups?
Pardon?
Is it like that much liquid in each of the cups?
Yes.
What do all the colours make together?
But your problem is
Would
it's
I
like-
know this?
it makes
Can I
you
roll
go-
to see if I know?
What if you mix all the colours together?
Yeah. What colour would it be?
like a
basic
mid
kind of
brown,
color
isn't it?
theory will give you a kind of weird brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like red and yellow make green? No, blue and... My goodness. Is it blue and yellow make green?
Yeah.
Yeah? It does... Can it... What does the stone tablet say again?
If you wish to proceed, drink from green.
Oh, cool. I guess I'll just... I'll fill it up with water and then get everyone to drink from it.
So, you pour water from a small carafe that you have, or a wine skin.
Yeah.
And as you're pouring water in, it doesn't appear to be... Although water is entering the cup, the level is not rising at all. It appears that the liquid you are pouring in seemingly disappearing.
Right. Yeah, that would be too easy. Okay. Oh, I guess I do it. I liked you, Ashes. You're great. Thank you for spending time with me. Sorry.
I mean,
I have to
if you're about to drink what's in front of you, would you allow that the ancient servants could drink it or not?
I think an unseen servant can carry things. I don't think it can consume things.
Yeah, they give example. It's just they say that they can do anything a human sorry, I missed it. A human servant would do, except like attacking. But
I think that's more to do with like what they're willing to do for somebody, as in they will do what a servant could do. But unfortunately, like you don't know if they have a mouth or anything. Just an invisible servant thing.
Okay. I could identify it if you're not rushed by time.
We should definitely give it a go.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
wait, drink a vessel. Everyone get like in a circle around this thing. I don't know if it'll help, but magic seems to be in play here.
Okay.
Okay.
And can I try and remember what I saw in that particular carving? Was there anything else worthy of note for this moment?
Which one?
The carving of the three people in a circle around the drinking vessel.
They weren't around a drinking vessel. That was a different drawing.
Oh, right.
It was three people around a table, and a drinking vessel was a different one.
I saw the drinking vessel one as well, though, right?
Yes, that was
What
it.
was the
It
drinking
just
vessel one?
it looked to be just a cup with a little bit of liquid at the bottom. That was the only thing that the drawing was.
Cool. Okay. I guess I probably have, like, mechanics wise, I probably have the most health out of all of us, so I will try it in case it's just a couple of points of damage. Sorry, Ashes, I love you. And I will drink the half mouthful of green from green.
You drink it. It tastes disgusting. It tastes like a mixture between... Oh, I don't know. How do I describe it? It tastes the way that, like, rotten chicken smells.
Oh, goodness me.
It's disgusting. And for a second, nothing happens. So are you guys standing in a circle, just like looking at each other while drinking this?
So
Yeah.
I'll take the drink and I'm like, why? Oh, God.
I definitely
Why?
back up a little bit.
I'm like, no, I got it.
I was starting to the ritual spell for identify just in case he's dying.
Oh, that would have been really cool. Yeah, that would have been an amazing idea. Forgot wizard stuff. Cool. Yeah.
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 So did it work?
You have drunk from green.
I guess I'll try and proceed.
I just need you to say what you were doing. So you said, we're standing in the circle.
I was
You look
expecting to
towards
die
the
from
far
green
door.
liquid.
You look towards what looks like would be the way forward. And only you, Ashes, see that 3 levers have appeared on the wall next to this door. They're quite widely spaced, so you can imagine that your arms are not long enough to be able to pull them all yourself.
Can I direct the other people to where the levers are and see if they can push it without having to drink the liquid?
So yeah, you can direct them quite simply because you've got light, so you can show where they are. And
I
as
can
the other,
make it so that the dancing light actually hovers around where the lever is as well, kind of like a
Perfect.
quest mark in a video game.
So yeah, you've all walked over to what looks like going to be the exit. Ashes, as you put your hand out on this lever, you can feel that the lever is there. Feel it. It's cold stone, a bit of rope wrapped around it. The other 2, you do not see anything. And as Ashes directs you to put your hands out, Ashes sees your hands pass directly through the lever. It appears to be
You gotta-
immaterial from their point of view.
You gotta drink the liquid. Sorry, guys. Gotta drink the liquid.
Is there any left?
It's awful. I think it's going to be magically refilled to that half mouthful if you have a look at it.
It has not.
It is not. Okay, can we pour the blue and yellow together to make more green liquid?
Yes, you can. And because you're pouring 2 cups together, there is enough for 2. Fuck, you did that faster than I thought you would. Okay. Excellent.
Well,
You
ladies first.
Okay.
call them it again. It's the most disgusting thing. You get that kind of that reflex to throw up, but you also see on the other side of the chamber these 2 other levers materialize out of seemingly.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll drink it after her, like closing my nose, and he's not even trying to look tough. It's just like they never looked that precious in their entire life. They're just like, oh my god, and then I'll see my liver.
See your lever. If you are to pull them all, the door, grinding noise opens before you. Beaten first. Well done.
Would anyone want some mint? That would
Yes,
advise you to
yes,
take some.
please. Oh my goodness, yes. Ugh. Kind of sizzles as it goes in.
You enter a room that looks almost identical to the one you were just in. A platform floating above what appears to be an abyss, except for 3 things. They're all floating above the void. These are 3 ginormous stone heads. Very basic in their construction. Imagine a bit like the Easter Island heads. And they are floating, bobbing very slightly at the level of the platform. On the far side, by the way, as you enter this one, the door again closes behind you. On the far side, there are 2 what appear to be trapdoors set into the floor. Very, very large trapdoors, wide enough for 3 of you to stand on, each with a lever above it. And as you enter and you stand in the center of this circular platform floating above nothing, 3 heads turn to look at you. And the one on the left looks to you and says, "The right one is right, and the left one leaves you bereft of life." Middle one just stares at you. And the one on the right says, "The left one is right, and the right one is wrong."
Would it be okay to write it in the chat, please?
Yes.
Yes. Thank
I
God.
know wizards are intelligent, but oh my god, I do not see anything. I do not understand anything. It's really, really hard puzzle in English. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's cool.
That's fine. So the left one says the right lever, right. Left one leaves you bereft of life. Middle one just stares at you.
Right, it's right. The left one leaves you.
Right one says the left one is right and the right one is wrong. Oh, and cameras.
I feel like it's the middle one. The left one is no wait. Left one is the right level. Wait, no, because that one has to be a lie. I think either way is not the left one.
I am also going to very quickly say that on this central dais, there is another stone tablet. Unfortunately, this one looks partially broken. And it says, one of these heads tells the truth. One of these heads tells a lie. The other head, and unfortunately the bit where it explains what the other head does, has broken off.
I
What do you
mean,
mean broken up?
It appears to be broken off these stone bits, so the bit where the writing would say what the other head does is missing.
Can I investigate to find it?
You can do a perception check. You have a nice light. No, you don't need to do a check. You look around, it's not on this dais at all. That would have been a very easy way to beat this puzzle.
I think Morgana would just say, I know I'm bigger headed, but this is taking the piss.
Hmm.
I'd probably try and keep cool, and then I'd chuckle. I'm like, damn it, I've lost all power. I think either way, the left one kills you, right?
I guess.
Because if the left one is telling the truth, then it kills you, and if the right one's telling you the truth, it's saying that the left one was right.
I start and cast Identify on the left one to know if they're.
On the left, what? Sorry.
So there's 3 levels, right?
No, there's 2 levers and 3 heads.
2 levers and 3 heads.
Yes.
I think we do. Oh goodness me. Wait. Can you put down what the tablet says as well, and do like some kind of ... thing for the last part being missing as well? Greg.
Tablet says,
Yeah. Do apologize.
on head lies, a head tells the truth, and one, and it ends there.
Okay. It will take ages, so maybe they'll find the solution whilst Octave is doing that, but I guess I'm going to cast Detect Magic because that's on it's within 30 feet of you, like anything.
Yeah.
So I start doing that. So it'll be about the lever and the heads just to know if there is a spell or force them to say a lie, or a spell on the lever who could like kill us or something like that.
So the two levers do not appear to be magical in any way.
Okay.
The three heads do seem to have some kind of transmutation magic on them, which you can imagine is how they're able to speak. They also definitely have whatever levitation would be in order so they can float.
Okay. Can I investigate if there is any mechanism linked to the lever? Like if I put one, something would follow me. Like any, like in the wall, anything.
So these are trapdoors, and you can see hinges on the bottom. So you can imagine that they will fall away when you pull one.
So there's two trapdoors.
Yes, there are two trapdoors and three heads. Two of the heads have spoken to you. That's where we are at the moment.
I just investigate in case I can find anything.
Okay. I'll do an investigation check then.
Like
I
it's a
get the
natural.
help action. Oh, no mind.
So is it advantage or is it the Greg thing?
It would be
Is
the
it the
Greg
Greg
thing.
thing?
It would be the Greg thing. The improved help function, but you rolled a 1. Unfortunately, the levers and the trapdoors themselves are set into the wall, so you can't like look behind and see how they are connected.
Okay.
Could I somehow use my luck to pick the right lever?
That's not quite how luck works, but I really, really wish it did.
That would be
It
so
an
cool.
amazing way
It would
for
be
not
so
to
cool.
work. It would be so freaking cool.
Tell you what, I will say roll 2 d20s. If
Yep.
they are both nat 20s, you will have a tug of intuition.
Okay, we already didn't do that.
Because I like the fact you went for that, I wanted to give you a chance.
Thank you.
Even if
Appreciate
it was like not a good one.
it.
So we just
go
have to work out the riddle, don't we?
Yeah, I go speak to the head in the middle. Hey. Hello?
It's creepy is that they all turn to look at you as you walk closer. These like
Hi,
Easter
guys.
Island heads stare down at you just for a second, immovable, and then the middle one just says, "Well, hurry up and pick. We don't have all day, you know."
Oh Jesus! Oh wow, they are speaking. Hi.
Yes, we're talking
Would
heads. That was the entire point of this.
Oh.
Hi.
Right. Well, my friends and I have some questions for you then.
Very well.
How are you?
How am I?
Hmm.
I'm absolutely spiffing, thank you. Tell you what, this
Oh,
is
good.
just
I
an
was-
ideal place to spend eternity.
I have a better question.
Is he being sarcastic?
It couldn't be a worse one.
Well, which one of you, lovely gentlemen, is single?
Well, I'd like to point out one of us is female, thank you very much. But all of us.
Still would.
Wonderful. All of us are.
But you guys be down here for eternity and nothing ever like blossom between you guys?
Well, honestly, we don't talk that much. It's nice to have some
Wait.
company in the dark.
How would it work? You know, you three are kind of like joined together. Is it like a threesome situation, or like?
We gone poly up in here?
Oh yeah,
We
I
don't
mean,
judge.
No.
Yeah, you know. A new world out there, mate.
It's almost impossible, but you can almost imagine that this middle head has started sweating. It's like, yeesh. Well, you know, we've had a conversation or two about this, but you know, we wouldn't want to present ourselves publicly in such a way.
I mean, look, it's a much more understanding world out there nowadays. You know,
Yeah.
I know many poly people,
I mean-
especially in the social circles that I run around in.
You
Yeah.
can
Completely
literally
fine.
turn the other head.
Oh god, I'm starting to think I prefer the darkness.
Well, I mean, if you want us out of your hair, just tell us which one to pull.
Yeah.
Could I-
Literally.
Could I do that with a persuasion roll?
In more
Yeah.
than one way.
Sick.
Can you have the
nice.
help action as we are all talking?
Yeah.
Can I have my
Cool.
luck?
I save you like you're going to need it for when things start going bad. What do you have in persuasion, Octave?
3.
3. So that is 1. And what do you have in persuasion, Morgana?
Morgana?
5.
That is a 26.
Damn. The heads like turn to look at each other and be like, please give us one moment, and they will just very quickly sink beneath the dais quite far, and you hear you hear them having a stone version of like hushed conversation to be like, I mean, I know we've been down here for quite a while, but they do raise a good point. We don't know how long we're going to be down here. But, I mean, you know, it's an interesting idea. But, no, I don't really feel comfortable talking about it in front of strangers, so, okay, we're all in agreement? Okay, you disagree, that means you agree. Okay, wonderful. Okay. And the 3 heads will raise back up, and the first one will just levitate forward a bit and just pull the one on the left.
With pleasure.
I'll put my hand on it. I'm like, I'm really rooting for you, by the way.
Wait, Ashes.
Mhm.
Let the servant do it. Don't do it.
Oh yeah.
So
Right,
you're
it's
having your
okay.
unseen servant pull.
Yeah.
Lever.
You don't see anything. It's just the lever is going to move. Maybe.
Yeah. You pull on the one on the left, the trapdoor falls away, and you see a very short, maybe 5-foot drop into a gap below.
Oh. Out of curiosity, middle person, could you tell us what was in the right one?
I mean, you could pull it and find out. If you're not standing on the trapdoor, it's fine.
Oh.
Unless I'm
We'll just pull
lying.
them both.
Unless no.
No, you're the middle one. You don't lie. It's the other one.
Okay, sorry. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, the intern servants will do that.
And it falls. You see the trapdoor. You lean over the edge, and there is no bottom to this.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That was a very genuine instant death if you got this wrong. But you
Well
didn't.
done, guys.
You just hear from
I
behind you. Good luck.
Oh, thanks. I'm rooting for you.
Just
We'll
like,
check this out. Trust me,
Good
you'll
luck
feel
with your
so much better.
and then you hear, I swear that's not how they were meant to solve the puzzle, but they did have a good point.
I think I'd like look over to Ashes and be like, I do appreciate how you picked up on what I was trying to do, but just for next time, I don't need your help.
Well, it's the 3 of us, so you got it regardless. And now I feel I'm striding forward.
If folks have heard that, they feel really awkward. Like, Jesus.
Not as
But
awkward as the heads just
internally-
felt.
internally panicking, but externally, yeah, it's cool.
You enter a 3rd chamber. This one, it has exactly the same thing. It is a floating dais in. It's not floating. It's just sitting in the middle of blackness. With, you know the deal by now. Endless depths on either side. Yada yada yada. I'm so good at describing them. And as you walk along the gantry, you see a door ahead of you, and this door is open already.
I send Juju.
You send
Closer.
Juju flying forward, and as it gets closer, bang! From above, this huge stone gargoyle lands on the narrow walkway, filling it completely. it's holding a giant stone halberd. And it stares down at the bird and just screeches. I had this earlier. No!
But it's not attacking. We don't need to roll for initiative.
No,
Okay,
it is,
she
however,
comes
taking
back.
up the entirety of this entrance.
Hmm.
I guess we'll walk a little bit closer. And excuse me, sir. Where's the tablet to tell us what to do?
Stare at you deeply and just say, "There isn't one." I'll just
Oh,
say it
you
normally.
didn't-
There isn't one.
Oh, I got it.
So, does that mean you're giving us the instruction instead?
No.
Do we have to kill you?
No.
You like this world? Hmm.
Maybe we have to date him too.
Ah, Morgana, would you like to persuade him?
Of course. Yes. Hey, handsome.
We'll just turn to look at you.
Like a switch. Boom.
Do you come here often?
No.
Cool.
He's
So, you got any special rock ladies in your life?
No.
Would you like one?
No.
Hmm.
So annoying.
Rockman?
No.
Okay. Rock person.
No.
Okay. Before we just
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You should.
Hmm.
I'm out.
Anything
Sorry,
else in
guys.
the room? Like,
Usually,
can we-
usually works.
Oh goodness. Go on.
Sorry, Dad.
Oh, it's okay. Is there anything else in the room that we can investigate to understand what's happening?
No.
No.
No. I've been working on this voice all day, by the way, so I
It's
hope you like
It's
it.
brilliant. It's brilliant.
Oh, neighbors. Well, let's think before we attack, but I could be ready to attack.
Is there a way we can possibly sneak around it instead?
Let me ask if there's something we can help him with.
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Can you say anything other than no?
He has to practice this one.
Yarp?
No.
Oh.
Oh. But he has said something else, hasn't he? He hasn't
He did
just
say
said
something else,
no.
yeah.
He did say something else, yeah.
Can I point in the direction where the stone were to cast message and ask in their heads? Could you help us? We are facing like a stone guy who's just saying no all the time. Do you know him?
Just be like, I'm sorry, hang on. We were having quite a deep discussion over here. Sorry, what was the question?
Do you know the guy next door? Because he's being really annoying to me and my friends.
Oh, he is. He never does what he's told. It's really annoying. We don't like him.
Oh, so would you know how to put him away from the door for us to go through?
I think
To use his favourite word, no.
Are you sure?
That was quite a good impression. I thought, yeah, it was good, yeah.
I feel like, put your heads together, you could think of something.
No, I think we can give him a clue. I'm not sure. Can you not let us past?
Oh yeah.
No. And
Thank
he will-
you.
And he will jump back up to his perch above the door.
Oh. Well done, Ash.
Good job.
Yes.
Good.
You know what? I like that. You can call me Ash. That's
Oh,
nice. That's
I'm
nice.
sorry.
No,
It just
no.
felt right.
It
Okay.
does. It does.
Yeah.
It's something like a friend. I mean, yeah, and it was cool. It's cool, yeah.
Yeah, I
Cool,
wouldn't
full
say
name,
that,
cool
yeah.
name. Yeah, call me,
Yeah.
call me Ash. The other idiots can call me Ashes, but you can call me Ash Octave.
Thanks.
Okay.
Like there's a kick to my step as I'm walking, my friends.
And that voice will be retired for the rest of the campaign, never to be heard again.
I'm gonna
You-
wake up screaming it.
You enter this next room, and this one is a very small chamber. You know, only about 10 foot deep, and on a pedestal in the middle, there is what looks to be a gleaming silver tablet.
Silver tablet.
It's gleaming, and it is silver.
Right in the middle. Is there any writing on it?
It's covered in the same kind of glyphs that you saw in the first room.
Okay. I may start casting comprehend languages then.
It should still be active, shouldn't it? It normally lasts a time,
You're right. How long?
and you might know that language for the rest of the day. I don't know. I haven't
It is
read
an hour. Yes.
Is an
I feel like
hour. I feel like you've probably not spent an hour getting to here. Annoyingly, you got through the puzzles really very quickly.
Yeah.
So
Well, you gave me a rival in what's the girl's name again? Tormund. I
Tormund.
want to beat her so badly.
Oh.
So
you read what is on the tablet, and it speaks about it being the key to a door.
let me see the door.
Okay. Yeah.
No, there's nothing else in this room. There's only this tablet on this pedestal.
Yes, we take it with us.
To where?
Has the big stone wall thing been blocking our access backwards every time?
It has
Or is it
every
just-
time, but it is not this time. The door was already
we-
open.
Roll an investigation check on the tablet.
Absolutely, roll investigation. Love it.
Yeah, boy.
Can we help
I'll
her?
give the help action.
Yes,
Oh
please.
yeah. Would she accept because she just said to Ash, "I don't need your help." So
That's a
how
good
would that
point.
work?
Yeah, Morgana, would you accept our help?
Yes. Thank you for asking.
There we go. Add a plus 1 for me.
Okay.
Oh.
You guys are good.
Mm. Where is it? Mine's a 1, so what was +4 plus?
Plus 6 altogether.
Okay. So that is 17.
17, that's very good. What are you investigating for? Since you guys are helping, you other two, what are you investigating for?
If my hunch is right that we have to take this somewhere else and go back the way we came.
I
See
don't
if
know how
there's-
you would investigate that.
I'll look behind the tablet to see if there's a direction towards the door in question.
There is... Sorry, go on, Morgana?
Sorry. Yeah, I would just wanted to check for like any kind of buttons or weird things you could press or anything in the surrounding areas.
There is nothing else you can see. It's a very smooth pedestal it's sitting on. It's quite a smooth tablet itself, although with its etchings on it. You don't see any directions or anything else around it, but you also don't see anything connected to the tablet. So you can imagine there's not like a tripwire or something.
We investigate like surrounding areas to see if there's somewhere it could be placed, like put into or
All of the walls
inserted.
are pretty
That's-
craggy, though you don't see any place where this could be put.
Didn't the teacher say when they were in the main room that there was a like groove like thing? Oh wait, those things came out of the ground. It's probably for one of those, right?
Yeah. Should we go back on the path?
Yeah, we're probably going to be waiting a while, but we should go just so we can really rub at it. I mean, you know, it's all fair, all fair. Yeah.
So you're picking up the tablet, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you phrased that. I do, no, don't do that to us. Yeah.
Hey, you've walked into a dungeon, and so far you've drunk mysterious liquid that tasted like rot, made 3 floating Easter Island heads polyamorous, and made a stone friend.
As Morgana was the one investigating, she's probably the one who's starting to pick it up. But like I did for Ash, I'll stop her and say like, let the servant take it, maybe.
But where can we go?
Go back.
Okay.
Fine.
The unseen servant picks up this silver tablet. You hear a loud grinding noise. And looking behind you, you see the door that you entered the chambers from opening again, where they had shut behind you.
Good stuff.
So,
Let's get out of here.
you can start making your way back.
Okay.
Honestly, that took you longer than some of the puzzles, and that's really interesting.
Yeah, because you put something in the middle of a room, everyone's like, well, the obvious is not here, so what is it? That's the thing. It's yeah. It's a great way to catch people out.
You make your way back. The gargoyle watches you leave their room. The 3 heads you see are kind of like gathered in one corner, all having like a probably quite intense and deep conversation with each other.
So proud of them. So
They're
proud.
cute. Yeah.
So
A
cute.
glorious
Sorry.
polycule.
Maybe I should have changed jobs.
Yep. Not too late. You're young.
True.
Uh, You head back through the beverage room, which is exactly how you left it, just with 3 empty cups now. And you arrive back at the central, your starting point, where Master Corman, is that his name?
Yeah.
Master Corman, is leaning on the pedestal, just kind of looking up at the ceiling, just twiddling his thumbs and thinking to himself. And he starts, as you guys enter, just being like, "Oh, good, you're back. Did you find anything interesting?"
Yes. Something you will go inside.
Wonderful.
What
Let's
about
have a look at it then.
Oh, it's floating next to Octave. The servant will give it to the professor.
Okay, he will take it and have a look at it. She's like, "Oof, well, admit that's got some decent heft to it. However, I can discern with my very skilled, trained eye that it will, in fact, fit into one of these slots." And he places it into one of the slots in the central pedestal, and there is a grinding sound. I'm just using that word so much today, of stone against stone, but you don't notice anything happen.
We need the second one.
He just leans again and just be like, I mean, how long could they be, really? I mean,
they're just unreliable, if you ask me.
Yeah.
no, honestly.
This time, seriously?
No, totally unacceptable. It's weird, honestly.
And not even to mention, they were sitting gossiping around the lever the whole time and didn't even notice it. Impotent.
Right.
Impotent.
Useless. But, you know, are you willing to go down the dark passage after them?
No.
Depends.
I think they've already said a couple of times that they want an accident to happen, so let's try and leave it a little bit longer to see if an accident happens to them first, then we just go and clean up the mess. That sounds good to me, right?
Fair enough. Although you're not taking the advantage to go and make an accident happen yourself?
Well, no, that would be rude.
Casual murder.
That to be common in our line of work, but very well. So, you're gonna just sit here until they come back, are you?
Oh yeah, do not feel the need to have long chats with me. I'm fine. I'll light up a floral one somewhat away from the group because I've noticed that Octave does not like it. So I will, I'll just go over here. Is this over here okay?
I'll probably walk towards you and say like, "Can I have one?" And you just notice that they were just being annoying before. They just wanted to complain.
So I'll do a cool little trick with it, and then I'll light my finger up with precipitation and light both the things.
Thank you.
So yeah, back. And I guess we'll wait 5-10 minutes, and if they haven't, then we'll probably have to go down after them.
You're waiting a few minutes, and then kind of getting to the time that you're thinking that you're going to head down the alley after them. And Master Corman is just sitting there. He's just playing with a deck of cards, and every now and then he's concentrating very hard and then fanning them out in the air in front of X1. Be doing that over and over. Honestly, it's quite showing off. To some of you, it may even be impressive. Just that skill, that dexterity with magic is impressive. Whether or not you would show it, or whether or not you don't really care, it's up to you. But there is a scream that echoes down from the other hallway. Two of them, in fact. Deep
Are they
and male.
deep? Oh, Tormund did something cool. All right.
Mhm.
And only a couple of minutes later, footsteps are heard. And indeed, Foreman exits. And you notice that before her, her long flowing white gown has got a slight rip in it. And in fact, there's even some blood on her lovely white clothing. But she holds in her hand a silver tablet. You'll just walk over to Master Coleman and just go, "We found this. We thought it may be of help. Unfortunately, the other two traps were a bit too much for them to see." Truly,
Pick their
dead
team
weight.
up. You
I'm
don't look
just
so
like-
great yourself.
I'm fine. Nothing, really.
Mhm. Your dress says otherwise.
Yeah, and you took a long time getting here. I mean, like,
Yeah.
so long. We were going to
And
have
lost.
some lunch.
I lost 2 people along the way.
Well,
Did you just kill your boyfriend?
I don't know
Holy-
what on earth you're talking about. We weren't boyfriends. We'll turn
But
back
you
to
killed
Master
them.
Corman. Shall we see what this does then? And Mr. Corman just leans back and says, "Yeah, very well." He takes the.
I'm sorry, guys. We're talking about maybe a casual murder here, and we are just going to move on.
Yes.
What-
You've been
what
here
can you
long
make of
enough,
that?
Octave. You know how this game is played.
I'll kind of lean towards Octaves. Like, if you want to change the system, you have to move up in the system first.
Give you, like,
Unfortunately, I control
at
all
first-
the magic here.
A bad look. I mean, look, but then, like, you make him start thinking, but they're not happy with that.
I'm not happy about it either. Don't worry.
Besides, you really should be thanking me. It means there's 2 additional spots now. For them, the rank up later this year.
Yeah, no one's going to want to be on your team, love.
I don't need anybody. I don't
That's
need
your
hangers on. Dead weight. Anyway, shall we? And Master Corman will put the other tablet in the slot. There's another stone on stone sound. And
While he's doing that, I go over to her and I punch her in the face.
Can you please roll to hit, please?
Good.
-1 strength.
I dirty 20.
Never mind.
No, that means you rolled a 21. What? What's your to
What?
hit with your fist?
What were you rolling to hit with? You trying to throw?
My
spell
fists.
then? So, what did you get on the d20?
A 20.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
very different. Nat 20 and dirty 20, very different. Nat 20 in a hit means you critical hit.
Oh, right.
She's looking away, but she hears you walking away, so she just looks over her shoulder and her eyes just widen as your fist just smacks her in the face. Please roll. No, wait. I think it's just 1 damage in it, which doubles to 2.
Low
When it's
level
crit.
caster, that's quite a lot.
Yes. And you actually knock her backward, and she stumbles a bit, and she's wearing very inappropriate footwear. She's in high heels, fancy, while exploring. But the heel on one snaps, and she tumbles over backwards. There's blood dripping out her nose because you've broken her nose.
I literally turn around straight away, kind of like strut back to where we were, and then just give the other 2 a cheeky wink.
She's just on the floor moaning. You hit me! I cannot believe you hit me!
Sorry, what? What's up? What happened?
I didn't see anything.
No? What are you talking about? Love your makeup.
Oh, new blood effect thing. I heard that was... No, that's not in, darling. You just look stupid.
There's some dead weight on your nose.
Fuck you, insolent bastards.
You wish.
And Master Corman will have entered the giant door that had been opening at this point and just left you guys to this.
Yeah, I'll go.
Off
She
we go.
will clamber to her feet. She has to remove her shoes because now she's got one high heel on and one broken one. So she's treading quite gingerly because she's suddenly noticing that there is, grit and little bits of stone on the floor that's jabbing into her feet as she walks. And she's actually holding onto the wall as she clutches her face. Good, very good.
I think I just said like, I'll go last and say like, after you. Like really nothing happened.
Well, at least you recognise hierarchy. She will walk in very gingerly, and you enter another room. This is an interesting room. Not that all the others weren't, of course.
They were all interesting, yeah.
They were all interesting. This room, you can't see the floor because it appears to be covered in almost a completely opaque layer of fog. Even as you're walking through, it swirls around your feet and rises slightly up your legs, but it never moves enough for you to be able to see what it is you're standing. Other than that, this room appears to be completely empty. It's quite large. Again, it's about another 40 feet by 40 feet. I can imagine that on... some of the walls have small indents on them. About 6 holes appear to be indented slightly into the rock. I'm really sorry, I'm not describing this very well, am I?
No, I zone out and I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, Darcy, you have like one job is to listen for 30 seconds.
You're in a cube. You're in a cube room about 40 feet by 40 feet. The floor is completely covered in thick or opaque white fog. On the 3 walls that do not have the door that you entered in on, each of them has 2 like crevices or square recesses into the wall. It's something appears to be set back into the wall. Is that okay?
Let's investigate to understand that a little bit more.
Has anyone got anything where they can try and clear the fog? Maybe blow it away with something?
I did not prepare this spell this morning. I did not thought I would have to do that. Wait,
Well,
you need to
I have
ritual.
something that's a bit of a stretch.
Luck!
I have the cantrip Thaumaturgy, which can be used to blow all the windows and doors open in a small room. It's considered a small supernatural event, and I used that said wind to blow away some of this opaque fog that is clouding the floor with my cantrip Thaumaturgy.
You are able to create a small gust of wind, but the fog itself does not react to it at all.
Oh, damn.
Master Corman has just walked into the centre of the room and is looking around, and he just gives his usual, just go investigate and find something interesting, would you?
Oh, this man is doing my head in. Yep, no problem. I guess I'll step into the room and start looking at some of the walls.
Okay. You want to have a look at the walls? The other 2 of you?
You can use my help. I would do the same thing. Probably asking.
Oh, sorry, I thought you're done.
I'll be 1 second. The professor, like, I'm sorry if you call me boring, but would you maybe have the spell Revivify to take care of these two boys that we just lost? To see his reaction.
Revivify? Goodness no. I mean, nobody, the head professor knows that. No one else is strong enough to do it.
Ah, I thought you were.
Goodness
No,
gracious.
go back
I mean,
to-
I'm very flattered, of course, that you would come to me with such a question. But no.
It was a nice try.
But Morgana, you were saying doing something.
Oh, I was just going to ask, is it dark in the room? And if so, does Ashes and Octave still have their light thing going on?
I think
Not
you will
honestly
still
clear.
have your light on.
Morgana, you have superior
do,
dark
yeah.
vision anyway, so you can see
Hmm.
everything.
Nice.
Morgana is a drow.
I didn't even know superior dark vision was a thing. I just thought it was dark vision. The room does have an eerie glow to it, almost as if the fog itself is giving off a light, which is casting shadows onto the wall. That's how you're able to see the recesses quite easily.
Recesses.
I guess, can I do an investigation check to see if there's anything to, like, touch on the walls, or like it's somewhere to place an object, maybe?
Yep, you absolutely can. Please do an investigation check. And I'm going to ask quite a specific question. How are you guys investigating this room? What are you doing within this room?
Wasn't there a picture of like 3 people in a line against a wall in one of the sketches that we located earlier?
No.
No? Okay, that was just me.
No, you saw a drawing of a drinking vessel. What you can imagine now is the 3 heads sitting around talking to each other, and a stone statue. You can imagine is the gargoyle.
I'm focusing on the floor, like touching the floor to see if there is any writing, like trying to see with my hands.
And I guess I'll be doing the whole like against the crevices to try and see if I can notice any like things that don't look wrong or are a secret switch or something.
Excellent. So Morgana, you said you're going around the walls as well.
Yeah, looking for something.
So the 2 of you investigating the crevices, they're about, a hand's width deep behind the wall, and you can tell that the back of the recesses is made of a different stone to the walls themselves. Ever so slightly. It's called more of a grey than a black. Other than that, they appear to be completely smooth. You can knock on them, you can hit them, and it feels very solid stone. You don't feel like you can do anything. Octave, you are checking out the floor.
Yeah.
That's the right thing to do. As you are moving through, you put your hands down and you can feel a surface below the fog. That's absolutely fine. But you can, no matter how much you wave your hands, the fog never clears enough for you to be able to see. But as you're moving around the floor, I imagine you're covering a fair bit of the floor space here. And you feel your foot press on something. And you lower yourself slightly. I'm sorry, you find yourself being lowered.
Okay, look out a little bit.
And as you stand there, I'm going to say, let's say Morgana, the recess you're currently investigating, the wall at the back starts lifting up. Behind it, you see a giant gong.
I'd just go straight up to it and hit it, I think.
Okay. Just so we're clear of probably what's happened, Octave has stepped on a pressure plate, which has lifted this. You go to hit the gong, and it doesn't ring when you hit it.
A shit gong.
You can feel it. It's definitely there. You strike metal, and it
Can I
swings back
try-
and forth, but it doesn't make a
Sure.
noise.
Can I try hitting it with magic?
You absolutely can. What do you do?
Firebolt?
You're using a firebolt. How does Morgana cast Firebolt?
So she'd use her staff. She kind of like just swirls it around her head like in a circular motion, and the fire kind of appears in between where she made the circle, and then she just chucks it.
Okay. There was a snap as you air like expanding and compressing as you fire this firebolt, and the gong rings, making everybody else jump. It makes a deep, bassy sound that reverberates around the room, and just for a very brief second, it looks like the fog on the floor thins slightly before it then goes back to its full opacity.
Can I try doing it again? See if it does it again.
You hit it again,
Can I
and once
join
again
in
it
to try and
disappears for a
see if I
second.
can get a bigger sound? Can I also throw a firebolt at it at the same time to see if we can get a longer ring to try and get clear more space?
You can hit it at the same time. Yes.
At the same time, I'll use my cantrip Toll the Dead in case I can trick the room by making a bigger sound, because it's a really deafening sound.
Oh.
Despite all three of these good attempts, you hit it at the same time. There's this donging from Octave. I'm sorry, I'm really not good with the dongs recently.
Donging.
And once again, it wavers for a second, but then goes away.
There must be more of them.
Yeah, can one of you try to step onto something?
Yeah, so I'll start going on the floor as well. Kind of like if I can see where the different stone types are, and maybe like try and figure out the distance that Octave is between their one and the door that opened, and try and go to a similar space, like away from a different one, and start like looking there.
I'd do the same, but on the opposite side.
Yeah. You have put together that the one that opened, it was the one that was closest to Octave. And as you search around the floor, you find more pressure plates, and as you stand on these pressure plates, more open.
So, guys, I think we should try and hit these at the same time.
Sounds good. I'll pull out my staff and take the flame out of it, crunch my hand up, and then make a little gun symbol and shoot my gong.
So currently, it's just you three doing this.
Yeah, there are 6 things, right?
Wait,
And
6,
5 of us.
5 of us.
So can I try, like, where I am, if I just put my bag and spotter, so like all of my stuff on where I am, is that enough to leave the door open?
It is.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll position the professor and the jerk in on the other things we would find in the room.
Octave, are you truly trying to tell me what to do?
Yeah, because you're too stupid to figure it out.
You say
Yeah.
to the
Yes.
professor?
No, I meant to Torben. Sorry.
I thought it was the woman too.
No, the woman is like this. This is the professor.
Yeah, sir, we found a solution. Could you please help and cooperate, please?
Oh, so we need to stand on these spots and strike the gongs, yes?
Yeah.
Excellent. I knew I would work it out eventually. And he will stride and to where you put him, and it opens up. And the girl will give you daggers. She stares at you, but she does reluctantly put on a pressure plate.
Yeah, I almost guide her by like grabbing her arm and then see her look and just. I don't know. I'm half scared.
Do you mind? This dress is already ruined enough by this bloody expedition.
I understand, guys, there's a lot of pressure.
Oh, very funny. Look at you, comedian over there. But yeah, you will put her on a pressure plate, and then she just goes, "Well, what do we do now? There's only 5 of us. 6 gongs."
But I left my bag on one of the pressure plate. I just need to put
We
myself
need to
on the
hit
6th
6
one.
gongs at the same time with magic, is what Torment is.
Oh, I see. I do have magic missile, but I would love to not use it if possible. Let me check if I can do anything else.
Can I use my luck?
I do have...
I'm sorry for giving her luck, Greg.
Juju is a familiar. She's magical. She could try. Can we see if she like put her beak like on one of the gongs? Does it do anything?
I like that solution, so yes, it will work.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Nice.
Okay. So, you stand at various pressure plates. Everyone is in ready. And Master Karma will just go, very well, on my count then, everybody. 3, 2, 1, fire. And so, are you all doing firebolt? I assume you all have. Oh no, Octave.
All the dead.
I don't have fireball.
I'm proud of you for not automatically taking the highest damage thing.
I'm a Conic. I went for the fire one. I need to choose this one for my pluses later on. If we come back to this.
Is my Toll the Dead working as an attack?
What does Toll the Dead do? Does it do damage?
Yes.
In which case, yes.
Okay.
So, the 6 gongs ring out in unison, and the fog on the floor shimmers and vanishes. As does the platforms you've been standing on, and you instantly fall.
Oh.
You find yourself, though, not picking up speed as you fall. You find yourself floating downwards. And downwards into the dark below.
Is Juju following me though?
Juju is following you. However,
okay, I have my little...
he flies around and he illuminates each of you, but his light does not reach any wall or anything. And you cannot see anything below. And so you'll be falling into the darkness. And that's where we're going to take a break. Sorry, it went on for a little bit longer than I was planning it to. But is everyone enjoying?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love Ashes. He is wonderful. He
Mm.
says what Red is thinking. It's great.
You've done well on the puzzles as well.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Oh, we bluffed one real well.
That was great. That was so good though. That was
Oh,
like
I
felt
love
like really
that
good
so much.
storytelling, you know?
Absolutely loved that. That was incredible.
Glad you enjoy it. I would be interested, though, if you ever work out what the actual answer to that puzzle was, way after the session, if you ever fancy having a look again. But we'll be dropping in for a break for around 10 minutes at this point, so we'll come back at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you now.
See you soon. Right. Okay, we are now back. So, you are slow falling. What feels like a little bit of time. But you see something coming ahead of you. There are lights from below. A square of blue, which appears to be getting closer and closer to you. I know you can't see anything on Roll20 yet, don't worry. You fall very slowly. You're looking at, I don't know what fast is actually in this world. I'm going to say like 5 feet. And let's say 10 feet every 6 seconds. That feels suitably slow. But enough for you to travel a decent amount of time. And you land, surprisingly, in a pool of water. And when I say pool, I don't mean pool that might collect, at the bottom of a shaft for some reason. I mean like a small bathing pool. As you land in a magnificent white marble room. And if you go to Roll20, I can now show you exactly what it is. A white, marbled. It's in pretty much ruins. Very, very derelict. As I sort out the cameras. Yep. This is what you see before you. You've landed down in that blue pool below, and I will just add your characters to that now. Of Octave. Sorry, it's so small, you might need to zoom in. Octave. Morgana. Ashes. The teacher. As you get within maybe 20 feet of the pool, you feel the slow falling spell that was on you wear off. And you feel the distance, but because you land in water, right now you don't take any damage. But you notice that there's only 4 of you right now.
Can I ask if my backpack fell too?
Your backpack did in fact fall. It fell with you. You're probably even be able to swim over it in the air to put it on as you fall.
Sure. Where's Talman?
You look around and you can't see her. I'm going to say for now you just can't see her. If you look around the room.
Can I roll perception to know if she's still flying or something?
So you look up. I just didn't want to tell you where to specifically look. I didn't think it was going to be difficult for anything, I just didn't say it. And you see her clinging to... You fell through what looked like a hole drilled through the ceiling for this reason. She's clinging to some of the rock overhanging that hole in the roof. Now, she's about 30 feet up. That's quite far, even to fall into water, and she's severely injured. She's holding on for dear life, perhaps with more strength than it looks like she should be able to, given that she's quite thin and quite a waif of a person. But she's holding on dearly, and she starts crying for help. Guys, I've got stuck and I can't get down anymore. Help, please.
Don't actually have anything that helps.
Checking my spells.
Yeah, me neither, I don't think.
Usually I take fly, but we are level 1, so...
Guys, I can't hold on much longer.
Boring thing. I guess. Do I try and catch them? Although I do have something that would do it, but I'd ruin the surprise for later, and I'll need it more later.
And therefore you don't have it.
Yeah. So.
Same.
Oh, we don't have it yet. Oh, okay, cool.
You
I
only have
guess
level
I'll-
1 the cantrips and level 1 spells.
Right, cool. Okay. Yeah, you said that earlier, and I did not take that on. That is my bad. That I didn't think about using it anyway, but I guess what I'll be like try and hang on. I guess I'll try and climb up the thing to try and help them down a bit softer.
Hang on, is
Can
that
I-
the best advice you've got?
Well, it's not like you can do anything else right now, is it? And I guess I'll go up the thing and try, but I'm really bad at this. What do you want me, Greg?
Okay. So you're trying to climb up. Down the south, there's like a broken wall you can try and make your way.
Yeah, I'll try and climb up that.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything while watching this poor woman cling
Ready
on
to
for her
catch
life?
her.
Okay. Morgana?
I'm just baffled. I'm like trying to think of everything that I could do, and then I'm coming up with nothing. So I'm just staring.
So, please do an athletics check, Ashes.
Yeah, that's a 16.
16. That beats just what I set it as, so it was going to be very difficult. You're able to clamber up the broken down wall. It appears to have just crumbled from various age. You manage to make your way up to not too far from her. And she basically starts waving her hand out vaguely near you. Just like, come on, reach a bit further. Get me out, get me off this.
Well, I do. I reach out and I grab her hand to try and swing her at least a little bit lower on the wall so she doesn't fatally die.
You're going to need to do probably a strength.
Oh, I
I'm just going to say
Ren
normal strength
right
check.
now. Ren right now would be great.
Mhm.
Oh, that did not want to go into the thing. Oh goodness, that's a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your grip is not quite strong enough. You do make her fall essentially from a little bit less high, because you do have contact with her, so you're able to swing her ever so slightly. So Octave, you're standing in the pool trying to catch her.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I will say you're all being very nice. Bearing in mind some of the messages I received over the break about how much you hate this person, you're all being very nice.
Oh, guys, did you really? Wow.
No.
And now it just makes it sound like I did it. I did not do it. I was chill. I was like, yeah, this is just a douchebag character. It's fine.
Oh no, the awful messages Ryan was sending me about how we should just.
Oh no,
off the
no,
bitch.
I did not. I did not do that. I did not.
I didn't need to. I punched her in the
Nah.
face.
That's very true. That's the reason why she doesn't have much health to be able to take this fall. So Octave, can you do? It has to be a strength saving throw.
Mhm.
All the spellcasters use it as a double stat.
Is it not dexterity?
I knew that was what you.
No,
Can
no,
I-
this is just falling on you.
Can I try to help?
Ow.
Like literally, like almost like link arms and almost like try to catch like a trampoline or something.
Would you do that? I mean, you said your character's like sitting around, like.
Well, they were, but they've had a minute to think, and they're watching, and they're like, no, that's not going to work. I can help.
Okay.
I know it's a terrible idea, but I do it anyway.
In which case, yes, add your strength modifier to Octave's saving throw.
You +1 because their strength is -1.
A minimum of +1, because extra hand is always a help. That is correct. Octave.
Therefore, it's 11.
11. Oof. So, he crashes down onto the both of you. You have your arms out and you do manage to take some of the weight, but you all collapse down into the water again. The weight, the sheer momentum she has forces you all back down into the pool. She does take more damage. You both take a single point of damage as well. You've managed to take her, and for a second she is just floating in the water, and you know, because of her broken nose, there is blood floating in the water around her as well. but then she snaps to, and she manages to crawl her way, sobbing, out of this pool.
I can imagine, as Tash said it last minute, that your character decided to help last minute and not even giving my character a chance to say, like, you're going to be crushed. I do have a lay on hand or something like that, who could give like 1 hit point back. So I swim, like, are our feet reaching, like, do we have, is it the water? Sorry, I cannot say it in English. What is the water level?
It's about 3 feet of water, so maybe 4, so just over your waist if you stand up.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go towards Morgan and say, like, are you okay? At this point,
Yeah.
I don't care about the other. She's alive. It's enough.
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Well, it hurts a little bit, but can I please, like, touch your arm? I could maybe heal you a little bit.
Well, I suppose I've always been told I'm a good catch. Don't see why not.
So you have 1 hit point back. Level 1.
I suppose thank you is in order.
Welcome.
Greg, did I take a point damage as well because I was up the wall?
No, because she didn't land on you.
Cool. I will climb back down once I've actually. It'll be like the moment, like, oh shit. Okay, everyone's moving. It's fine. It's cool.
You managed to climb down, and I don't actually have a picture of her. So I'm just going to say that she is sitting over here. She's kind of collapsed against one of these statues here.
Okay.
She is now blue. You can tell she's alive because she is cursing and crying and lashing out verbally at everything and anything that she can see and think of. How those useless fucking winds were getting in my way above, and then we got the puzzle, and then I fell and I got caught. My dress got caught and I'm soaking, and my nose hurts because those fucking bitch hit me. And so she's just having a bad day.
He's having a very bad day.
She is.
Do anyone have the spell silence? Because I do not have it.
Oh, sorry, that's just some mage humor over here.
Cast it now. It's worth a spell slot or 2.
Yeah.
It's like a level 4 spell.
I hate you all for making so many puns, but it's really good. So you now have time to look around the room you are in. You are in a bright white marble room. As I said, the walls have seems like semi-collapsed from old age. There's a few pillars in each of the corners, and upon some small daises there are a couple of burning braziers which are filling this room with light. They're not giving off any smoke, so you can imagine they are some kind of magic in nature. I will say that the teacher is standing over this broken table, looking at various scraps of paper upon it, and just murmuring quietly to himself. You are free to do whatever else you need. I think I haven't given you...
No.
And then you are free to move about and explore the area to your heart's content. And then please also say what it is you're doing, what your opinion is, and what you think.
Just for us to know if there is a combat, did we go in this dungeon with a healing potion or not?
No, you did not.
Okay.
Yes, for ashes, these things here are quite interesting to him, so I guess he would investigate these.
The burning braziers. Yeah, sure. Please roll a d20. No, please roll an investigation check, sorry.
That was a 7? Nope. 9.
9. You get these are definitely some kind of magical braziers. You like wave your hand through, and it doesn't hurt you at all. You're used to fire. Your various spells have certainly misfired on you a few times in your training, but this doesn't. I think it gives off any heat at all. And that's not something you've ever come across before. That's weird. Magical fire is something that people can create as a weapon to throw, but to have it sit and burn eternally, especially with no caster nearby, that's new to you.
Does it look like I can pick these things up?
The braziers, no.
No. Could I try and get something, see if I can light, like I'll roll up some paper and see if it'll light the paper with the same flame?
Yep, you wave a paper, or perhaps even one of your floral cigarettes if you're hankering for one of those.
Oh yeah, of course. That would be much cooler, yeah. So I'll...
That would
try
be
and light
absolutely
my-
excellent if it worked. But unfortunately, it does not light.
And I guess I'll just say aloud, the braziers don't give off any heat, and they can't set things on fire.
Okay.
Fascinating. It really is fascinating. As Master Cordham's reading the various scraps of paper in front of him. What are the people doing?
I'm next to him because I want to know about the papers too.
Fascinating. Yes, Octave. Have a look. There's so difficult. It's written in an old language I'm not entirely fluent with.
Oh, I know a few languages. Let's see.
You say the languages aloud, I'll say, if it's Draconic or Infernal, just let me know.
Oh, I know Draconic, Celestial, and Elvish.
And whatever the giant languages, I know that too.
You cannot read any of this yourself. I will say that Master Cornham keeps pointing out. I think that's right. That indicates not just imbuement of magic, but of source of raw magic. We'll say. My other professor colleague's discovery of a few sending stones is nothing compared to this. But I do not know what it is. We cannot get any credit for it. We cannot bring anything back for it. Most vexing indeed.
We're not done investigating, and I'll just leave him to the table and go on the other side of the room.
Yes, very good, very good. Mind your step, though. Don't step on any of the paper. Might be useful. Morgana, what are you
I
doing?
just went over to the left-hand side to have a look skis at the broken
Table.
table.
These appear to have been some just empty tables. There's even like a broken chair underneath one. You're not sure what's broken them. It appears to have been broken by some great force, as this is a very thick and sturdy looking table, but it appears to have as if struck.
By lightning, perhaps?
You don't see any scorch marks.
Okay.
And the only person around that you know about lightning is currently sobbing in a corner. Hey, I see. Yeah, Morgana.
Sorry, could she then, when she's done that, she'd probably go to the other side, double back over here.
Look at the bookcases.
Yeah, and I'll head up north as well, but do Morgana first.
Okay. Firstly, Morgana, the bookcases. Again, these are books that you can't even read the languages. You'll barely even recognize it as writing. It's a mixture of straight lines and circles, which you cannot even begin to decipher as a language. You're not even certain it is. It could be doodles. It could be the drawings of a man. You cannot decipher anything. I would, however, like you to roll an investigation check. Yes.
I was about to say, could I try like moving around some of the books, see if I can find like a trapdoor or a release or something? This is 16. Is investigation? Did you say?
Yes.
Plus 1.
You say you move the books. That's perfect. You don't find a trap or anything. You don't find a catch, but you find a bright green tablet, very similar to the ones that you found above, but green. A mysterious green gemstone. As you touch it, you feel a tingle running up your arm.
Ooh.
Yes, it's quite exciting. Or we were talking about electricity earlier, almost as if you've been had a slight electric shock, that kind of pins and needles running up your arm.
Oh, that was interesting.
And you find one of those behind the books. I guess you pick it up, you keep it on you for now.
Yeah.
You add it to your inventory, if you were.
Yes.
Octave and Ashes, you are staring at a great archway. And beyond it, there is just more wall. But this archway is very clearly a different colour. It's made of a strange brick laced. If you have a deep look at it, I'm not going to make you roll perception for this because it's quite obvious. It seems to have like flakes of gold in it itself. So obviously very expensive. You're in a very fancy place. But this archway doesn't appear to lead anywhere.
Can we still investigate to know if there's any,
You
button to push?
You
Or any
absolutely can.
grooves for something to be inserted into or anything like that as well.
Please roll investigation.
I'll assist you, Octave.
Yep. How much?
+1.
It's only 13.
13. You investigate and you don't find any indentations or anywhere where you can place this stone tablet. However, as you start to investigate the bricks, you find them slightly warm to the touch. Much warmer than the room you're in. And it almost looks like the gold flakes are moving, like swimming throughout the brick. Most unnerving. I would say that this room is single-handedly the most magical room any of you have ever stepped foot in. Literally magical, not as in beautiful.
I would say I'm still like overly impressed by the fire and the way we got here anyway. So I'm kind of more like, ooh, this is actually really cool.
And you're getting swept up in the discovery of it all.
Mm.
Okay. Would anyone like to do anything else, or should I continue? Sorry. But would anyone like to do anything else in specifically?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so Morgana's found a tablet but isn't saying anything, and Octave and Ashes are just investigating the archway.
Yeah.
Actually, can I see this?
Yes. So that is a statue of what looks to be a cloaked wizard. It's holding a large staff with a big orb on one end. It's facing out into the room, and it is holding what looks to be a stone book. I will let you know before you try, though, that book does appear to be made of stone and entirely attached to this statue.
Can I try and climb up a bit, see if the book has any writing on it?
Yep, you can investigate the book. I'm not going to get you to roll again. I just said use the word investigate. You climb up, and no, it's just a plain... It's definitely a block of stone meant to represent a book. There's no writing or anything.
And there's no symbols or anything on the book at all to represent something or anything like that?
No, it's a plain book.
It's a long shot, but can I say, are you also a talking rock thing? Because we met a lot of those today.
You think I would use the same thing twice? It does not respond. And you hear from behind you, "Oh, no, bloody red ones talking to stone statues. I'm a bunch of useless idiots and my nose hurts."
Hey, be useful and check if the statue just behind you has a book in their hand. I'll check the statue in front of me and then the other one we haven't checked.
I think I'll shout out to you guys as well and just be like, I found a gem in the bookcase. It's green.
Okay.
Can I try and have a perception look around the room if anything looks like it can be... this gem could be inserted into something?
Okay, so do that first, and then we'll go back to what Octave said.
Okay.
In fact, I feel a bit mean. You can look around the room, you're not going to find any indentations. Anything that would have been on the wall is, as I said, they've fallen apart. If there had been anything on the wall, you can't find it now.
Okay.
And Octave said they were looking at the other statues, and you see that 3 of the statues are the same, as you can see on the map. The 4th one that has Tormund sitting in front of it, and she's touching her nose. What are you talking about? No, there's no book. Somebody holding a giant staff.
Okay, so
Hideous architecture.
3 of them have books, and this one has a staff.
No, they all have staffs. 3 of them have books. 1 of them does not. And I see you've walked over to it, and you can see that the statue is posed as if it should, in fact, be holding a book.
Cool. I'll pick up a book and bring it over.
What book?
Yeah, but
The book on the table.
yeah.
It appears to be completely the wrong size. That's more of a pocket diary-sized book.
Wait, is this big thing? No.
That big thing is a broken-in table.
But Morgana didn't find a tablet?
Oh yeah, it was a tablet, wasn't it? Morgana,
Yes.
head over there.
On my way. What? Which one was it? The
Bottom left.
Okay. You can place the blue tablet on it.
I place it
Green
on
tablet, even. And it slides in. And perhaps you might be considering a grinding noise at this point, but there isn't. Not this time. But you hear and feel a strange reverberation through the air. And in your mouth, you get a metallic, almost like salty metal taste seeping into your mouth. And there is a strange popping noise behind you as the archway fills with a green glow.
Very like mystified. He'd probably walk over.
Yep.
Okay. And you look through, and it's not just filled with a green glow. It's as if the wall behind has fallen away, and you can suddenly see for miles in the distance. And on what you're on the other side, you do not recognize as anything you've ever seen before. A deep green roiling sea, as if caught in a vicious storm, is rocking back and forth on the other side. Its deep, dark green is matched only by the deep, dark green of, you might call it sky, but it feels more like as you look down, you see ocean. As you look up, you see ocean as well. You don't really see a sky as such. What you do see is, moving across the surface, is black wisps of almost smoke. They do not move randomly, they do not move with the waves, such as spray from a breaking wave would do. They move as if they have purpose, as if they have function. And as you stare deep into this portal, you see some of them turn, start to head towards your portal, getting larger and larger every second.
Yeah, let's take take a couple of steps back.
Are you all
I
doing
think-
that?
Morgana would reach out and touch the green briefly, and just see what it felt like.
Okay. You reach your fingers through, and you feel as if your hand is breaking through a barrier, as if the water is on the other side, but you have to push your hand deep. Almost like pressing against that of a trampoline, that kind of stretching feeling. Till you push, or do you push more and more? I should probably ask.
Yeah, I think I would.
Push more and more, until you suddenly feel the skin of what it is you were pressing through break. and you feel like your hand would just reach through, but actually it feels as if suddenly a curtain in front of you has been pulled away and wisps of this green sea seep into the room you're in. You cannot move.
quickly.
You
Oh.
cannot move away. Any of you cannot move away fast enough. As this green liquid swirls out and moves in a way that water shouldn't. Again, it moves as if it's alive, as it's seeking. As it seeks out all of you, touching the floor right now. And as it hits your feet, you feel inside of you deep, crushing feeling, and overtakes all of your senses for a second. And this water keeps pushing and keeps pushing, and it pushes you all further back until you're near the back of the room, near the pool again. Even the professor is pushed back, although as this has been happening, he's been shouting, "Get back! Get back away from that!" Fortunately, he's pushed back as well, and he kind of dives behind you guys, as if he's actually almost fearful of what will come through. Tormund herself is overcome as she's been sitting on the floor, as it sweeps over her head entirely, and you hear her choked, muffled cries turn to screams. But again, this feeling as it fills you, you feel a deep crushing feeling in your chest, and then suddenly, as if you've been struck by lightning, is again the best way to describe this. Your entire body fizzles with energy that you've never felt before. It feels as if you're burning from the inside out. There's a pressure behind your eyes. And I'd like you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nice. Got 16.
16?
18.
An 18,
Seven.
impressive.
17 plus 3.
And a dirty 20. Fantastic. You feel as if all those years you spent training around magic, you have a certain amount of resistance inside of you to magical effects. And these hold up for a brief second before you feel every resistance that you've ever had be washed away and crushed completely. Till this feeling of buzzing and of power overtakes you entirely. And the same is happening to Tormund and the Professor as well. Then the green water recedes back beyond the portal. Do you do anything in a brief... You have a very brief second before the next thing's going to happen. How do you describe in your own words how you would suddenly feel with this burning power within you? I'm going to start with Octave.
I'm probably like out of breath, trying to learn how to breathe again, checking on the others to see if it's not just me. How long would you say we have? Like, do we have 10 minutes?
No. You have... I've topped you here because you have about 6 seconds.
Yeah, just catching my breath. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what else to say.
Absolutely fine. No, this feeling has kind of overtaken you entirely. Morgana.
I think Morgana would panic and just jump straight in the water.
You jump back into the pool.
Yeah.
Are you trying to wash off this feeling, for example?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, my panic brain is just like, jump in.
Okay, you dive in the water, all air about, all your lovely finery gone. You splash about trying to wash off something that it doesn't appear to be there, and it's not helping at all as you are thrashing about in the water. Ashes.
So the feeling I have right now is obviously terrifying of what just happened. But you said that we have this buzzing power inside us, right?
Yes.
Does it feel like I'm stronger than I was before? Or at least have access, like, do I feel more magical now than I did, like, 10 seconds ago?
You can certainly identify this as an extreme, as the most extreme version of what it's like when you cast magic. You know, you're used to, a very slight feeling of power running down your arm as you cast a firebolt, for example. This feels like that, but not just on steroids, but on epic steroids.
I guess I would, with obviously with the fear, but I guess I would step towards it if I
Oh,
could.
You step towards
So I
it.
guess I will move my speed as
Okay.
close to it as close to it again as I can.
Okay, you can move 30 feet forward in this time.
4, 5. Does the table count as uneven terrain or whatever?
Yes.
There.
You stand on the broken table. Got
But
it.
it's very much like he's like using a staff because he does feel weaker, but obviously the experience of like what it feels like to cast magic, he's inquisitive about and he's willing to risk.
Okay. And you can look towards the portal, and as you do, the two black wisps that you had seen moving towards you arrive at the gate. And just for a second, they hang there on the other side before pushing through. And these black wisps swirl as they enter just in front of the portal until they manifest into, well, look, I think would be described as a sort of bestial dog shapes. Hang on, I just need to resize this because it's broken. Two of them are standing before you. Their eyes are glowing a deep green, but their bodies seem to be made of this dark blue mist, which is what you saw floating above the sea. They radiate power themselves, and the floor around them almost blackens as they walk on it. Like marble doesn't feel like it should burn, but you can tell it is heating up and scorching as they step onto it. They look at you, they all look at you. They bear horrific fanged teeth with two saw-toothed tongues whipping before them. And I'm going to ask you to roll initiative. I'm also sending you some new music.
Now I get the nat 20. Are you serious, bro? Are you serious?
Now you get them.
Now we get it. Only time where it doesn't matter. That's a 22 for me, but not 20.
22, okay.
3.
A 3?
Yes. Après
Oh yeah, it's not Leah.
It's not Leah, no.
Blah, blah. 18 plus 3.
So we have
Yes,
a 21 from Morgana.
Morgo.
I've already forgotten all of your names. Octave, obviously, and Ashes. Okay, then the two beasts, which are grimacing. Okay, nice. What is your dexterity, Morgana?
Mark? Marge? My dex is plus 3.
Okay, so you will be going first.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I think I would move. How far can I move?
30 feet, I believe.
Squares.
Sorry. I need this one. So that was 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'd like to fire magic missile
Okay, yeah, you fire magic missile.
at this one.
Okay, so that's first level spell, so I believe that's 2.
3.
3. Okay.
So you can choose to hit one of them twice and one of them one time, or you can hit one 3 times. It's up to you.
I think I'll hit this one twice and this one once.
And that is entirely what you intend to do as you reach out your hand to let loose 3 glowing red bolts that will fly across the room. But as this power surges within you, more and more bolts fly from your hand. As 10 bolts hit the first one and 5 hit the second.
Oh, yeah.
Please roll for damage. I believe that's 10d4.
10d4.
You can
Plus 10.
in Roll20 chat, if you type 10d4, it can roll for you if you want.
Yeah.
On Google, please.
Just put.
I think slash roll 10d4, I believe. Yes, it does.
So 23 plus 10 would be 33.
33
D4
damage on
is-
the first one.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 1.
Wait, can we just check, Tash, is your roll working?
No.
/ roll 10d4.
D4. There you go.
There you go. So 34 damage flies
Nice.
from your fingers to hit the first one. And these, does 34 damage. Excellent. And then you need to roll for the second one as well. 5d4.
Okay. Oh,
18 damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, I adapted that, don't I?
Yeah.
And how are you reacting to having trying to just one of your stronger spells, admittedly, but to have such an explosion of bolts fly from your hand?
I would just. My eyes would widen, but then I'd be like, always knew I had it in me.
Styled out.
Excellent. So now it is, however, the beast that you hit 10 times is now its go. And it's quite disorientated because it just got blasted by a huge amount of power, and every single impact, there's a brief flash of red light as it bolts hit it, which means it is going to turn its blue eyes on you. And it's going to roar at you. Which means you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I use what is it called?
Luck point.
Yeah, and use shield.
Oh, you want to use one of your reactions to use
Yeah,
shield.
reactions,
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes. Well, no, shield only does AC damage. It doesn't save you from the
Oh,
save throw.
okay. Right, wisdom saving throw.
Make a roll, and then if you're happy with it, then go ahead. If you're not happy with it, you can use a luck point to get a reroll.
Can I get a luck point?
Did you roll and it was bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can use a luck point now, and you can roll another dice, but you can't keep doing it on the same roll.
18.
18. Because what was your plus?
Saving.
Saving throw.
Oh, wisdom 0. So yeah, it was 18.
However, there is a plus now, as again this surging magic within you rises to meet this wall of magic, as every single one of your saving throws and your abilities now has an additional +5.
I got +5 wisdom.
Yeah. Well, you succeeded on the check, so you're fine. And the beast, as it roars and it doesn't do anything, it then kind of lowers itself down, staring at you, wondering why this didn't work. It's not used to anything being able to stand up, which is frightening. You were saying something, Octave?
Is it +5 to on top of everything, or
Yes.
+5 to everything? Oh, cool.
So if you had a +3, it's now a +8.
Mm.
You think I was going to give you a level 1 encounter and then just leave you at that? Okay. It is now Ash. Your go.
Who's
I
on
have a
deck?
question to
Oh,
ask.
who is on
obviously.
deck? The other beast.
Do we also feel like we have a new spell?
Not this second. No.
Not this second. Okay, cool. In that case, seeing Morgana just throw out 15 magic missiles, I'm like, what the? Okay, cool. Yeah, this must be normal. So I'll kind of spin my staff around a bit, and I'll pull out a Chaos Bolt, and I'll fire it at the one that's been heavily wounded.
Okay.
Okay, so. Do these count as like a higher level variation for like the damage stuff?
There are modifiers. It is not just a high level.
Okay, so I'll just do it as normal, then you add your stuff on top.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So I do this. I make a spell ranged attack against the target. That is a nat 20. Ooh. Okay. It actually does something for spells. It's wicked. All right. So that would normally be 2d8 plus 1d6, but that'll be that, but doubled already. Cool. That's nice.
I'm not incorrect. Spot.
If I roll the two same values on this d8, I get to launch it against the next person as well. But the two d8s have to be the same value. The orange one is going to tell me what type of damage this is, unless they both roll the same. Oh my goodness!
You just roll 2
Okay.
8s.
Yeah, I rolled 2 3s, so it does bounce onto the other one as well. If you roll the same number on both d8s, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet of it. Make a new attack roll against the new target, and make a new damage roll. So the first one takes...
Well, hang on. Did you roll to hit first? Oh yeah, nat 20.
Yeah, I
sorry,
rolled nat
yes.
20, yeah. So... Oh goodness, right, and that's 3s. So this is fire damage. So that is 12 points of fire damage, and no, this is all fire damage. So 12 plus 8 is 20 points of damage. That is fire.
Yep.
From just the normal crit of that one, and then I'll roll to hit the other one as well.
No, hang on. Can we just finish off that one first?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
So you rolled for 20 points of fire damage.
Yep.
Is that then doubled because you crit?
That is doubled already, yeah.
That is crit. What is your Chaos Bolt?
Chaos Bolt is basically a really, really fancy spell I found.
Okay, can you describe it? Like how you what it is you're casting?
So I hurl a indulging, warping mass of chaotic energy at one creature. I have to hit and all that kind of stuff. I do 2d8 plus 1d6 damage, and I choose one of the d8s to determine the attack type, which was fire, because the one I chose landed on fire, but they both did. Once that works, if you roll the same number on both the d8s, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet of it, making a new attack roll against the target. Make a new damage roll, which cause the chaotic energy to then leap again.
I meant like narratively in the scene. How you
right.
throw it.
Okay, so yeah, when I spin the staff, like the purple flame that was there,
Yep.
kind of warps and goes into like loads of different like blacks and blues and greens and like loads of different, very prismatic looking, like loads of different colors appearing.
Yep.
And as I hurl it, it's changing color until it gets to like this close to the target. And then it goes the red or what the type is going to be that time.
Yep.
And it smacks into that. And then obviously after it goes through the beast, it'll then jump up and then go against the other one as well.
Yep. So I'm gonna say as you throw it, it gets just within touching this beast and explodes into almost a mini fireball of itself. So you said 20 damage. It did 60.
Ooh, boy. Okay. Sick. Oh my god, that's me. Should I roll for the
Please roll
hit
to
on
hit
the
the
other one? Yeah.
It punches through the beast as made of smoke, so it kind of reforms around it. But then it curves and heads off towards the other one.
So yeah, I guess I'll do like some kind of orchestra kind of hand movement to like fling it at the next one.
Love it.
So +5 to everything, yeah. So that's a 21 to hit.
21 to hit. Greg, I need your AC. No, not my AC, the beast AC. On hits. Oh, just though. So yeah, you strike it again.
Cool. Creature can only be targeted by. All right. So even if the D8s are the same, it won't It won't bounce back to the other one. It can only do
As
one
amusing as
target
that
at a
would be,
time.
we're not doing this forever.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. It wouldn't have been anyway. It's fine. I got a 5 and a 6. So 6 is poison damage, and that is 15 points of poison damage.
So 45 points to the other one.
Whew.
As this green, the red orb punches through one and turns a sickly green, flies and strikes the second.
I'll look at my staff and my hands afterwards. Like, did I just? Okay, cool.
However, this beast that you just struck is now looking at you. You were its closest target, and it's going to leap at you. So.
Okay.
It can make 4 attacks against you.
4 attacks.
4 attacks against you. And as its jaws come leaping towards you, its tail swishing through the air, its tongue lashing at you, and its claws trying to eviscerate you, this should be you dead. As it gets near, you feel again this pulse within you, and you see almost in front of you the air itself shimmer and form a small force field, giving you an extra +12 to your AC.
Oh damn. So my AC right now would be 32.
Your AC is 20 normally.
No, give us a +5 and everything. That's
That's to your saving throws and your
Oh,
ability, and
right.
your
In
abilities
that
and stuff
case-
like that, not specific to your AC.
12, so that would be 27.
27 to hit.
I have 15 AC because Draconic Bloodline gives you a mage arm for free.
Its tongue lashes and rips up this force field, sparking off in magnificent fashion, and its claws likewise bounce off. However, the tail swishing round and the jaws do land. 4. 2. Now, that is 39 points of damage as it slams into you. No.
Two hits got past 27 AC.
Yes,
That would be me full on dead because I have 9 hit points.
it would be.
It would be, yeah.
It would be if you only had 9 hit points. Because as this beast bites down into you, you feel your body almost immediately try and force it off. And it skitters away. And you actually see your arm, what would have been a grievous wound as it's ripped up one of your arms, essentially, immediately start to re-heal. And you realise you actually have way more health than you thought, and that was 'tis but a scratch. So everybody,
Damn.
please add 100 to your hit points.
Ah,
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. How much damage was that again? Because I thought I was dead, so I didn't actually
That was
take it.
39.
39, okay.
It's still a strong hit against you. But
Oh, yeah.
that. I need to be moving these beasts on the battle map. Sorry, I realised I hadn't. This one jumped at you, then got thrown away, so it's now kind of standing just on the edge of the desk. It's got unwary feet. Octave.
yeah. I'd love to do some damage like you guys, but I'm all here for the drama and the backstory. So, what will happen to my baby Octave is that they're basically having a panic attack with all the things that are happening at the same time, freaking out a lot, probably for the first time in their life, or at least from what they remember. And they're just like crouching on themselves, and there's like a black aura around them, and from their back are coming out some celestial spectral black wings, almost like made out of smokes. Their blonde hair are starting to turn black, and their eyes are now completely black. And almost like if they don't have the control on their body, these wings are going to get him closer to the beast, probably around here. And the beast needs to make a charisma saving throw. I have a picture, I think, of
Yes,
the
please.
vibe I'm going for.
What? That's amazing.
So yeah, Octave is now realizing that, I mean, they will realize after that they're apparently a fallen Alcima.
Cool. Sorry, I'm just fangirling like hell over you.
I love this character so much.
Damn, that's so cool.
For the beast, the DC is 13. What did they roll, right?
13? Why is it 13?
+5 to
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, don't forget you have
Oh, yeah.
+5 to everything, so it's 18.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it does make it.
Do I add +5 to my proficiency bonus?
Sure, yeah.
Then you add 5 more, then?
So that'd be
Sorry.
23. Unfortunately, it still makes it. I didn't realize these things have a +7 charisma save. And it rolled a
Oh, okay.
19. Just.
It is okay. They're not frightened. Unfortunately, that's my action, and I do not have a bonus action, but it's okay. It's a big thing happening for.
Oh yeah, that
them,
was,
so.
that was awesome. Yeah, no worries
It's
there.
really
That
cool.
was wicked.
And they're 5 feet above the ground because they're flying.
Yeah, now flying. Okay, this fallen angel has risen behind you. Organa, you own such a multitude, a swarm of bolts from one hand. And then Ashes has done a sick trick shot with power he didn't even know he had himself. It is, however, now Torment's go. She's been cowering back on herself. But she sees these beasts run in, and she just raises her hand, screaming for help, basically. And as she screams, from the palms of her hand, fire these giant lightning bolts directly into the one that just struck Ashes. There's huge lightning bolts crackling in the air. Like, you're very lucky not to get hit yourself, Ashes, as it streaks past you. Takes enough damage. Nice. And even as this beast, like, shrieks and screams and moves, these bolts stay attached to it as it is moving around. The professor himself is, like, you didn't really have time to check on him. And when the wave came in, he kind of collapsed backwards onto the floor and hasn't been moving much since. So he unfortunately misses his go. Which means we are back to Morgana for your next. Is everyone enjoying this, by the way? This is,
Sick as hell.
I think I'm just
Spellcast.
gonna.
Have health. Love it. Sorry, Karen.
That's okay, don't worry. I think now I'm feeling quite confident because I'm feeling quite powerful. I'm like, ooh, what else can I do? You know, where are the limits here? So I think I'm gonna try and like hurl the biggest fireball I've ever like made and try and hit this.
Yeah, okay, that's fire bolt.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, please roll to hit.
I lost my dice then. That was a 15.
So just to take you through what this is, that will be your roll. plus your proficiency, which is now +5, plus
Efficiency.
your you're a wizard, so plus your intelligence, and then plus another 5 because all your stats are increased by
Ash
5.
is a sorcerer.
Yeah, Ash is also yours is charisma, isn't it?
Yeah, Tash
Yeah.
is Morgana is a sorcerer as well. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I've had you on wizard. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay.
Luna's sorcerer. to be
B5, 6 plus. So it's 15 plus my proficiency, which is now 7.
Yep.
Plus my. What did you say?
Plus 5 plus
Okay, so sorry, you rolled a 15
Yeah, and then my proficiency bonus is plus
plus your
7.
proficiency 7 plus your charisma bonus,
3.
which is +3, but that's also been increased by another 5. So overall, you have +13
8.
to hit.
Okay.
So that's a 20. That hits. You feel the power rush down your arm 100 times stronger than you've ever felt it before, and you unleash a bolt of fire from your palm. And it's not like this little dart of fire that you've been throwing before. This is a spear that leaps from your hand, flies across, and stabs straight through this creature before itself almost exploding into tendrils. So please roll your normal damage.
D10.
There's an 8.
It's an 8, so we'll be taking that up to 36 points of damage.
Damn, you messed him up.
Nice.
But
But the beast, it was kind of cowering in fear from you, but now you've stabbed it with this spear, is once again, it's going to leap at you, the same the other one did. So don't forget, you're going to have an additional... what's your AC currently?
7.
7? What?
No, your AC is 12.
With an AC of 12. And then you're getting a bonus 12 from this
Oh, yeah.
effect you're under.
No, my AC is 13.
Oh
13.
yeah, yeah. Your,
So you now have 25 AC. And it's
Okay.
going to make 4 vicious swiping attacks again. Again, as it leaps, its mouth comes in first, then its claws come up, its serrated tongue slashes, and it whips around, its tail swinging like a mace to smack you from the side. With a plus 14 to hit.
Oof.
3 of them hit. Oh no, that was 2 of them hit, and that was the bite and the tail this time.
Why am I always getting bitten?
It's just, you enter it. So that's 22. That is 46 points of damage.
Okay.
You raise your arms, and this magic inside of you coalesces into a shield. Unfortunately, that breaks with the force of this beast that hits you, and you are hit. It's now standing next to you as well.
Would you say that would have knocked me back, though?
Make a strength saving throw.
Oh,
So you're doing +4 for this.
of course, yeah, because we've got the, Yeah, so it's 11 plus 4.
16. Unfortunately, it beats you. So yes, I'm going to say you are pushed back 20 feet. You are thrown back. It's 4 squares. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
As that's go. Ash, you're up.
Cool. Alright. Okay, so I've only got one level 1 spell slot left. So, seeing how well it went last time, I'm just going to measure some distance here, just in case it gets silly lucky again. No, it's too far away.
Using the same spell again.
Yeah, well, I picked up sleep as the other one, and I don't know how that works with your modifier stuff. I feel like it'll be really confusing, so I'm going to spare us the heartache on that one. Just try to be nice there.
Okay.
What I will probably do, I will see Octave turning into this fallen angel. Basically, I'm like, that she could do that? What? And then, like, you're instinctively taking a step off the table because you seem to have that one well in hand. You'll step back again, and realizing that you should still probably help, you will twirl his staff run again for another Chaos Bolt.
Okay, roll to hit.
That is a +5 on the proficiency, and so it's just +10 plus my actual thing, which is 13. Right, so that is a 31. No, 32 to hit.
Okay, you hit.
Okay. I wouldn't have done it anyway. Damn it. Okay, so that's a 1. What does the 1 do again?
Oh, I'm just gonna make it clear for everyone as well. When you're rolling to attack something, you're effectively getting +10 to your normal, just to make it a bit easier.
So that is on the dice 11 points of acid damage.
Points, or should we say 44 points of acid damage. And which one are you throwing it at again?
I'm gonna throw at the one that is here.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
They're next
So you
to
throw it,
Octave.
and as it gets nearby, it explodes and showers this beast in acid. You wouldn't think it affects a smoke monster, but it does. I'm using really big numbers now, so give me a second. Okay. Then it is down to Octa. No, the second beast,
Really?
sorry.
Okay.
It is actually going to turn tail. Done so much damage. It's going to run over to the beast, look into it, and let out a howling shriek. And that is the end of its go. So now it is Octave's turn.
Okay. I didn't really follow what's happening with our cantrip. Like, for example, instead of 1d8 or 1d12, what am I going to do?
You roll normally, and I add a multiplier.
I see. Because I have a spell Burning Hands, but there's a dexterity DC, and I'm afraid they're good at dex, so... Because I'm like this emo boy, I'm going to go with Necrotic and use my Toll the Dead on the closest to us.
Okay. So what does Toll the Dead do?
They need to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Could have gone with Dex, but okay.
Of, if I'm not wrong, 20.
It's normally 13, I guess, and plus 10.
Yeah. Wait, I'm a wizard, so yeah, that's fine.
Big old fail. What happens?
Cool. Toll the Dead. Well, usually, so if he's missing any hit point, he takes 1d12 necrotic damage, and at higher level you add some.
Okay. Can you just describe how you're casting it? Because I'm trying to think of how to make it bigger.
Yeah. I feel like as it's like necrotic, and just know that with my necrotic shroud, I add like usually +3 of necrotic damage. So let me know if you want to add more to that. But like I said, it's really this Aasimar powers taking over Octave. So I feel like their wings are going to like close on himself and just open like that to like almost make a reverberation, but the sound is really above the head of the creature.
Okay. So that's 1d12, so please roll that.
Yeah, sure. 1d12. Could have used the die. It is a 12! I can screenshot it if you want.
12. Plus 3 for 15, triple that for 45.
So I make 45 necrotic damage?
Yes.
Fun stuff.
I will say,
yeah. I was going to move for him to make a charisma check.
Fine.
In your game, do we have the right to move in diagonals or not?
Yes.
So 1, 2. Well, I'm like around here. Let's say.
Okay.
Can you do a saving throw?
Pardon?
Charisma saving throw 23.
Sure. Definitely makes of 26.
Oh,
It rolled
Okay.
2 19s in a row, sorry.
that's okay.
Right.
And that's it.
However, a
What?
large screech had gone out from the beast, out into the void beyond, and something has answered.
Well.
And it moved to one side as out of that comes this tiny thing. Nope, sorry.
Oh, I was really happy. I was like, oh, hi, buddy. Oh, not so hi,
A
buddy.
huge, almost like teardrop-shaped beast comes out, dragging itself on 2 ethereal clawed feet. And it has 2 bright, glowing eyes as it stares around at you all. And it opens this mouth, its whole body splits to form a mouth. And it looks at you all and says, "New one. Let us feast." And so a new bad has joined. However, as it pushed through the skin between the worlds, yet more liquid seeped from one world to the other. And while this time it did not reach out to all of you, you felt the power within you react. And this time it's like a dam has been broken within you. As from within, a single spell comes bursting forth. And I believe each of you have selected one special spell which will activate right now. You have no choice, it is happening.
Okay.
I'm going to start with Ashes.
Okay, cool. Right. So as this happens, you hear a roar from Ashes. Not similar to the way he has been carrying himself, more of a draconic roar as he starts to take on several draconic features. His arms kind of gets bigger and the scales become a lot more prevalent. They go all the way up his neck and like the horns grow. And like he gets like scales all across his forehead and his cheeks, and like you can see like just lingering fire around his mouth, and from his back sprouts 2 wings. As
You're all
he's-
getting wings this game, boys.
Yes, I am. As his spell is Draconic Transformation. So,
There's almost kind of a cracking of bone as your body transforms into this, almost like the memory deep within your soul of your old 8 draconic ancestors, as the magic reacts within to force you to take on this draconic form. Wonderful. Natasha,
Yes.
your massive spell goes off. Please, can you describe what it is?
So mine is Psychic Scream,
Okay.
and basically I unleash the power of my mind to blast enemies, and I can literally hit up to 10 creatures of my choice that I can see within range.
You feel your mouth open of its own accord, and a scream comes forth that almost has your teeth jangling in their sockets with such power as you let forth this scream. And what does it do?
So,
I'll say it's hitting all 3 of the creatures here.
yeah, creatures that have an intelligence score of 2 or lower are uninfected. Each target must make an intelligence saving throw. If they fail, a target takes 14d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
And and are stunned.
Yeah, and yeah, on a successful save, a target takes half as much damage and isn't stunned. But yeah, they.
Is your DC still 23?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still the same DC.
They all fail. So, please roll 14d6 in chat.
Yep.
This is, by the way, the entire moment I built this entire scenario around. Everything else was getting you here. So it normally would do 46 damage. However, with the extra power among you, it is doubling to 92. And they're all stunned?
Yeah.
The beasts, like their form itself is wavering. It feels like they cannot quite maintain their form having been hit this much. The other one, however, is... which is now a fucking lot less because of that. You did a third of its health. Okay. Yeah, so the shriek impacts what ethereal minds they have, and they jutter and shake as their bodies try to stay together. And so they are now all stunned. Nice. And finally, Octave.
Mhm.
Let's go.
I'll stay with my necrotic damages. I basically see Octave as a dark Doctor Strange because his goal is to learn about how to manipulate time to be able to go back in time to learn more about their past. So I chose the spell Time Ravage. But I think I can target only one creature, so I
Okay.
guess I'll target the big one.
Yep.
And it will cause a rapid aging. They need to make a Constitution saving throw or take 10d12 necrotic damage plus my +3 little thing. If not, it's the half. And if they fail, the target ages to the point where it has only 30 days left before it dies of old age.
So con save, what is the thing? What's the DC?
I would guess that is 23.
As well? Okay, it cannot mate it with an 8. Yeah, it hits, so please, 12d6. No, 12, what was it?
10d12.
10d12, please roll.
ND12 with a max of 120. Woo!
97 plus my necrotic link to my
Oh,
necrotic
100.
child. Oh, that's it?
100.
+3? Sure.
But you,
Yeah,
you said
100.
it was +3, right?
Yeah. Just wanted to know if you wanted to make it bigger or not.
100 points is plenty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to get like a little bit closer just for the drama. And what you see is like really like Doctor Strange, like I'm just moving time and you can see that the creature is moving like really rapidly and like aging, like almost becoming even more skeletal than they already are.
It screams, "Stop!" as it's being like ravaged by time. Say
You
something.
can't stop time.
Damn, that's badass.
Um,
Which means we are heading back into our normal roll of things. So Morgana, it is now your turn again. I will say you do not have access to these powers again, so you
I
cannot.
was
keep
about to
casting.
ask. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use that again, are we?
No, that was a single.
it's still in my transformation because I didn't actually get to do any of my stuff. Right?
Yeah. You haven't untransformed, but if you went out, you could recast it,
Okay.
or maybe you could.
And I fly a little bit higher.
Hey, you fly higher.
I think I used shocking grasp. Is it right?
That's close range.
Ah, okay.
You got fireball.
You can go
for
and
range.
bitch slap one of these things if you want. You can
Go
find
for
out
it.
what happens when you're.
No.
I think you still have a magic missile left as well.
Yeah, I think I'll try for a magic missile again then.
Okay, who are you hitting? You have, remember, 15 bolts to allocate.
I think I will give 10 in Big Bro.
Yep.
And 5 and little bro.
Okay, that's fine. Please roll, I think 10d4.
10d4.
4 plus 10.
Okay, that's 33 damage. Very nice. And the 5d10 for, or no, 5d4 for the other one. Just 15.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yikes. 3
Yeah,
ones.
you know, these bolts explode from you and just home in on their target. They're unable to even move, and they're guaranteed to hit. Again, these like, little red light shows explode within like their gaseous forms. However, they're stunned, which means we go straight on to Ash.
Sick. Okay, so let me just double check this measurement here. Oh, brilliant. I can fly up to 60 feet. I love this so much. So I guess what I'll do is I will fling a... Oh, goodness, I don't want that. I'm going to fling a fireball at that... Firebolt at that one with my action.
Yep.
To begin with. So this is plus 10. So does a 20...
Yes. Just saying
Okay.
yes. It starts with a 2, it hits.
Okay, cool. Alright, so that's just the firebolt, so that's just a d10.
Yep.
Plus shenanigans. That's a 4 on the dice.
Also, that's only 16 points of damage. Was that the one that Tash
Cool.
hit or the other one?
Can't remember.
Okay.
Then I can fly over to here. And I'm going to use my bonus action to cast my breath weapon.
Okay, I need you to describe how you're using this breath weapon.
Oh,
This
of
is
course, don't
really
worry.
fucking cool.
Yeah, I want to give you the stuff that you need to do first, so we know how cool it is. But it's a 60-foot cone. Oh wait, can I hit them all from the other side there? I thought it was less than that. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, I'm not flying over there. This is good. Okay, right. So we're gonna fly this side. Oh no, I'm gonna hit. I can't do that. Otherwise, I'll hit you. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Oof, that's close. Although they are flying. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like 5 feet above, you said.
No,
Yeah.
I said more than. Ah, you or me?
You.
Oh, so I said 5 feet the first time, then higher, so I thought it was at least more 10, so it's 50 feet in the air.
15. I'm happy to say it's a 2D breath, effectively.
Cool. In that case, I will fly over to here, and I'm gonna catch this guy, and this guy in my breath weapon. So what I do is I spin around in the air with my wings, like as a kind of like they close in as after a big like push up spin, flip around, open up the wings, and then out of my breath you can just see like all these colors going into it, and then just a blast of fire hitting the 3 targets. Can you give me 3 dex saving throws, please?
23, right?
Yes.
They can't do dex. It's their weakness.
Nice.
Oh, good to know.
They all miss. They all fail, sorry.
Cool, so that's 68 force damage. And I will do it
A
on
breath
here.
attack does 4. That's weird.
It's the chronic transformation so that you don't feel locked to a color. Force damage is the least resistible one. I can understand why they did it.
And it's a bonus action, so that'll be quite a lot like other stuff. So.
Transforming into this thing is also a bonus action. This level 7 spell is wicked. Alright, so roll.
I will say, you had the option of 7, 8, or 9, and you went 7. I was very impressed.
Well, I saw Draconic Transformation. I didn't think I'd get away with this one, let alone anything else. I was reading it. I was like, oh, this is cool. I like this. I get wings. So that is 33 on the dice of force damage.
Okay, these they are buffeted by insane... Like, what is being... Is it fire that's coming out of it?
It looks like fire, but because magic nonsense, it is force.
Okay. The 2 dog beasts look like... They're almost like falling apart. Their wisps are being pulled back through the portal, and they're shrinking. They're very nearly out. The beast itself, the big void beast, is also pinned to the ground. It's rapidly aged. It's been screamed, and its form is rippling and all on as well. It is now Octave's go.
Is it not a beast?
It was stunned.
It's like scream.
Well, I'm so sorry, Ryan. It's going to look a little bit similar. I love how they're doing a bit the same thing, but at the same time they're quite opposite in colors and powers and stuff like that. I'm going to burn a spell slot with for Burning Hands.
Oh, it is, yeah, it's like a small version of it. It's cool. I like that.
Yeah. So it's 3d6. So what do you will do it, Greg? Right?
Yep.
You will. Okay. So it's a 23 dexterity saving.
Dexterity is their weak point,
I heard that.
and they all fail.
Amazing. So I roll 3d6.
3d6.
What? 7.
Okay.
Whoa.
That
That's
is,
bad.
however, enough to kill both of the beasts.
Okay.
And
Wait, I can't. It's a cone of 15 feet. It was just on the little beast and the big one.
just on the little one, and one of the big ones, one of the small ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of the smaller beasts, as the fire hits it, it almost like enters the beast's mouth and rips it apart from the inside. It turns into this black smoke and is sucked back to the portal. And even the large beast is buffeted, and again it shrinks as its essence is being dragged back to its natural plane.
And +3 necrotic damage, and if she can do a charisma saving throw.
16 fails, right?
Yeah, she's frightened of me.
Now frightened. Excellent. So she cannot do anything. Yeah. So she can't be
Okay,
posted
like with,
towards you
like-
and is disadvantaged. Yeah.
My big wings trying to make a barrage, like a stop in between her and the others.
So in a room with a void beast, you're now the scariest thing. I love it. It is, however, going to use a single legendary action.
Ooh, first legendary action.
And it's going to raise one of its claws in the air and just scream, "I will take you with me!" And it slams its hand down, and chains fly out towards all of you. Now, the Professor and Torden have both been grabbed by this because they were both partially prone or not in the fight. All of you need to make a dexterity saving.
Okay. She doesn't roll with disadvantage for me.
Wait, who would roll disadvantage for what?
The big monster.
It hasn't. It's not rolling anything. You need to roll disadvantage. No, sorry. You need to all roll dexterity saving throws. I don't think it imposes disadvantage on you like that. I think they have disadvantage on their rolls. It's not rolling.
Yep.
You're rolling.
Okay.
Work around. That is a 20, plus 10, yeah?
Yeah.
So 28.
No, okay.
10 plus 7. Plus 8, sorry.
Is that including your additional +5 in on this?
Yeah,
ability?
so my dex is 3 plus 5 plus the 5.
Okay, so unfortunately, a chain snakes around your legs, and you are currently not able to walk with your board. Octave?
So I roll 18 and I have +0.
But you get an additional +5.
Yeah.
23. You're okay.
Okay.
So the two of you flying, the chains whip at you, but you manage to get out of the way in time. Unfortunately, the one of you left on the ground currently chained, and it starts as with the chain that's wrapped around you three. It starts dragging you towards it. So you are forcibly moved. Unfortunately, just imagine she's moved. I can't move her right. But she is being dragged with it as well. That is the end of its go. That was its legendary action, so now the first go is Morgana. I keep trying to say Morgoth. Morgana again. You cannot move of your own accord, and you're currently being dragged towards this creature.
I think I'll throw. I'm in a turmoil whether to attack the chain or to attack him.
Yeah.
Do the chain.
Because if he dies, then the chains are going to go, right?
Yeah, but if we can't kill him, he's got legendary actions and stuff. So if we can't kill him quick enough, he'll be toast.
I think I'll cast a firebolt at the chain.
Okay. You let loads one of your massive firebolts. Please roll to hit.
That's an 18.
Is that including your plus 10?
No.
28. It hits. Please roll for damage.
What is my damage? Roll a
D10.
D10. isn't it?
And then it's times 4 because it's cantrip.
7 times 4?
28. You do manage to sever the chain that is holding you, and the chain that is around your legs vanishes into its own smoke. You have managed to protect yourself. That was the right move. It is now that beast's dead, so we're now on to Ashes.
Cool. I will fly around. So I got 60 feet. If I fly over, because I was already in the air, can I just make it there without provoking an attack of opportunity?
Can you say where you're going? Yes.
Cool. Alright, so I'll fly over that way. I'm going to cast a firebolt onto him.
Big boy, yep.
The small boy.
Oh, small boy. Sorry, it didn't
Small
pick.
boy's getting the firebolt. So that is 10 plus. Nope. Yeah, 10 plus 5, which is 15 plus the 10. So that's 25 to hit. The small
25
boy.
to hit. Yeah, that hits.
And then D10.
Don't bother rolling. It's on 1 hit point.
Oh, cool, yeah. In that case, it'll be whatever. So I'll kill that one. And then can I catch both the big boy and some of the chains without hitting my friend Octave with my breath weapon?
You can definitely hit him. It would hit the chains because it's AoE.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow you not to hit Octave. It's very close for him.
I mean, I have like 100 HP now, so.
Yeah, but it's still quite. It can be a lot of damage. Please roll me a dex saving throw for the boss, please.
What's a 12 do?
It does not save. My spell save at the moment would be 23. So that is 68, was it? Yeah. So roll 68. I forgot the forward slash. $26. Roll a 1 damage roll.
He is on his last leg, literally. Like his other arm has been blown away, but he's still holding on to these chains, and he drags the two people even closer to him. And he looks up at you all. Just, I don't know. He'll do with that later. Octave.
So is the little beast dead then?
Yep. There's only the big boy left. I'll give you a clue. You can sneeze on him.
When Morgana did our magic missile, there was 15, right?
Yes.
So I think I'll cast them, like 1 on each chain, so 13 on the big boy. And I think the same thing happened again, where the wings are closing on Octave and just opening, like shooting stuff.
I love just like maybe even the bolts. They're not red bolts. They look like spectral feathers flying through the air and slamming into him. I love that. Well, the beast is dead.
Yeah.
You have killed him. It definitely hits. You do need to roll damage on these chains though.
Just the chain, because okay. So
Because they do have a set number of health. You've only hit them with one magic missile each.
Okay, but the beast is dead, but
Oh, it's going to do the dramatic fall back into the portal thing, and it's going to drag them along with it. Oh, you bugger, you. You cinematic fool. I love it, and I hate it at the same time. Well done. Well done, sir.
so it's I have my +3 necrotic damage. I don't know if that can help on the chain, but one is a 3 and the other is 3 again.
3 plus 1, I think, because it's
Oh,
1d4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's not enough. to break them.
Oh,
The chain does snap slightly, but it doesn't break completely. It's holding
Even
on,
when
even with
even
the
if I
additional.
add
Because they have 10 hit points. How much did you do? 7,
oh
right?
yeah.
did my breath weapon not get them at all?
We didn't roll for it.
It would be the 68 regardless.
Oh fuck! In which case,
Right,
yeah,
right.
they would. They would break.
Sorry.
Fuck you.
Ah!
Sorry!
I hate you.
That's the reason why I moved over there. So I could get them too.
The beast is dead, and as it's like collapsing, its essence is being pulled back into this portal. But it looks up with you with this horrible, toothy mouth agape, and it just says, "Your world is known. War will follow.
Oh.
But you won't.
I will see you soon." As it disintegrates and is pulled back. Portal is still open. Both of the other two appear to be completely unconscious at this point. I will say you are now technically out of combat. But within this room.
Is there an obvious way to close the portal?
Take the tablet.
Oh, the tablet, yeah.
I may rush towards the statue and try to take it
You rush it.
with my yeah.
You take it out.
Fly.
You fly over. You remove it, and the portal closes. However,
Make sure.
it does not. It before you remember, it just looked like a wall, but there was nothing else there. Now you can see a faint green shimmer in the air before. The portal is closed, has left a scar.
A crack.
Yes,
Very well.
a crack in the
Between worlds.
In the fabric of reality.
So we are now very much at the end of this. So if there's have a little bit of time for what your characters to do, but I'm also very aware of the time. So
I would probably be flying around the room after like the immediate danger is done. It's like, I've got bloody wings! What the hell? Look at me go!
you look
think
around
just-
at this fucking destroyed room. It was pretty run down when you came in, but the marble is scorched all over. The braziers are still flickering, providing light, but destruction has been wrought here.
My necrotic charm is only for 1 minute, so I think just before you said that, I lose my wings. So when I took the thing, like I imagine I had to force a little bit. It wasn't that easy, so I just like forced thinking that my wings were about to just catch me, but I just like roll upside down and end up just being on the floor. Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I think
So-
Morgana would have just kind of sat down and like, whew.
So what's the whole thing with the black wings? Like, I don't know how I got these ones. You know, you got that one?
I think that I'm going to investigate that in the next few weeks. I did not know that about myself. But I feel like I can do that when I panic, apparently.
Cool, that's cool. My form will slowly start to rescend because it also only lasts a minute.
No, it
Doesn't.
doesn't.
Oh damn! I'm just full on dragon dude now. That's
Even
cool.
if you try, you cannot turn back.
Oh, I
And I
think
said
that's...
it was a one-term cast. It's a one-time cast.
Oh, I am just full on Dragon Boy, and I'm loving this. This is cool. Okay, this is apparently permanent. I now have wings. So cool.
Are you okay with that? Like Octave looks a little bit scared of because it's quite like massive.
Oh yeah, this is fine. I mean,
So
look
you're
how
a
handy
dragon.
this is going to be. I get to. I'm technically the blood in my ancestors is activated in a severe way, but I'm digging it. It's cool.
You
I'll
guys are
notice
taking
all
this
the
so
scales
chill.
of my
What
arm.
the
It's like,
fuck,
oh,
guys?
yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before I do like a close, a wrap up?
Nah, you could do a close wrap up.
Well, while the portal was in fact closed, the damage it was done was irreparable. Because while you guys were affected because you were in the immediate vicinity and received a huge amount of power, all across the world, the dam had been broken from magic within people. As this is the birth of magic within this world, as told within the book of the fables of this world. You've just acted out the fable of how magic entered this plane of existence. The world, the material plane, was exposed for the first time in millennia to the ethereal plane, the font of magic, and magic flowed in. And everyone knows the fable of the three defenders, Octave, Ashes, and Morgana, who prevented a full-on invasion, but also released magic. There we go. That is what that was.
Damn,
So
that's
To
pretty
be
great.
fair, Ashes wouldn't have known it activated magic everywhere. His reaction would have been a lot more like, "Oh, what have we done?" As soon as leaving, but initially he's so excited. He's a dragon boy.
Yeah, that's it. That is going to be the end